Hello and welcome to Superhero Shenanigans on Don't Kill My Character. I am Kate, aka Kate the Great Cosplays, and also the producer, and once again I am sharing my favorite opera box. I mentioned that in the chat and I didn't know if you were going to pick up on that when I made the joke, Claude, about, I'll be watching from my favorite box.
Did not catch it until I just looked at the screen, to my horror.
Incredible. Look, my horror too, because I usually put makeup on, and I was like, I don't need to do that tonight. I'm not going to be on camera. And then I was like, oh, actually, I am. That's fine, though. All right, let's get some announcements done, and then I can pass it to these guys to start their story. So, first of all, huge shout outs to our sponsors. We've got Green Ronin Publishing, which is the publishing company behind Mutants and Masterminds, the game that we play with Superhero Shenanigans, and Book of the Eclipse, which just wrapped yesterday, and what a story that was. So if you are watching in our Twitch live chat, go ahead and hit !enter to enter our giveaway for some Green Ronin goodies. We have ones themed to each Green Ronin show that we do for Superhero Shenanigans. It is the Basic Heroes Handbook and the Reign of Cats and Dogs Adventure. And if you've already won those, we have a Shannon Again bundle that Troy called Who Are the People in Your Neighborhood, about building out your Superhero Shenanigans Mutants and Masterminds neighborhood with some extra books there. And if you've already won that, but you didn't win our prize from Book of the Eclipse, you didn't win our prize from Pride of Monsters, I'll send you that one instead, because we have lots of awesome stuff from them, and they're really awesome and cool to us. And if there are other things that you really want from Green Ronin Publishing, go to their website and use our code Superhero Shenanigans to get 5% off anything you would like from there. Thank you so much to Green Ronin Publishing for sponsoring our show. Our other sponsor is Songcraft. We play our music during stream through the Songcraft bot. It runs right through our Discord so that my wonderful cast members can also listen to it as well. I get to pick the emotional theme of the moment or where the moment is taking place, and Songcraft has a playlist that will run to match that vibe, and the vibes are good. Thank you so much to Songcraft for gifting us with the premium subscription to their service, and we really do enjoy using it. Go ahead and check out their service, songcraftbot.com, and also they have an amazing Discord community. The creators of Songcraft are wonderfully responsive and wonderfully generous, so really great place to check out. Thank you, Songcraft. And speaking of awesome communities and awesome Discord communities, wherever you're watching here, please like and subscribe to support our community and jump into our own Discord. We have the link for that in chat or on the VOD that you are watching. It's an awesome place. These awesome people are in there. It's really cool. Best place to catch up on the news for the channel. And pretty soon I'm going to be dropping our August schedule in there because it's almost August. And the Discord is the first place for new news, to check out incredible character art, which Grant has been making a ton of for Superhero Shenanigans, and also just to chat and have fun with our cast, see clips from the shows. It's a really fun time. And also our social media is where we post updates and pictures as well. So please check that out. The likes and the follows and the comments and the saves really go a long way in helping us bring you more content. So we appreciate all of that. And with all of that said and done, I will now pass it to my actual cast for the night. Probably add in another note about Book of the Eclipse if you've been watching that, about how that continuity will work with Shenanigans. If you have not watched Book of the Eclipse, highly recommend it. And then I will remove myself from Claude's opera box and let these guys get on with their story. But first, let's hear from them, who they are and who they are playing tonight. And let's see, who am I picking on first to start us off? Who's making the eager eyes? Natasha.
Always.
Always,
I
not
didn't
always.
think I was making eager eyes, but
Always.
So eager.
Wasn't that yesterday?
Beaver.
Was that not?
Okay, do I need to pick? Should I pick someone else? Do you want to like show hands?
okay,
You
I
want to go
can
first? You got this. I believe in you.
Thank you. Hi, my name's Natasha. I go by @NatashaB Cosplays everywhere on the internet, and I use she/her pronouns, as does my character, Tally, aka Slipstream, the fastest woman on the planet. And that is all for me for now. I'm very excited to play. Let me pass it on to Yuri.
Hello, everyone. It's been a little while. My name is Yuri. That is Yuri, pronounced she, they. And I am playing Quill, aka Quillekikiokalee, your favorite bird space warrior princess. I'll pass it over to Shannon.
Hey everybody, I'm Shannon, she, her pronouns, and I am playing Raven tonight. Also she, her pronouns. Raven is a mystic artificer and likes to do cool magical stuff. Yeah, and you can find me all over the internet at Imaginef. And I'm gonna throw it all over to Grant.
Yay! Hey everybody, I'm Grant, at Nerdith, he, him pronouns, as well as who I'm playing, which is our laid-back, always cool, fun-loving Shadow Boy. I had to get in his mindset, so I wore this today. The library is open.
Book of the Eclipse, I'm here for it.
Okay.
Reference. Library's open as long as Kit doesn't get back in there. I don't know what happened at the end of that.
The new kit.
And I will send it over to Jackie.
Hi, I'm Jackie, he, him pronouns, and I am not playing Kit tonight. I am playing the awesome android from another universe, Mecha Ochre, who was formerly of a team of mechas with all different colored uniforms. It's very cool, and you'll learn more about him tonight, maybe, hopefully.
Claude, that
pass
just
it on.
leaves you.
Who's
Yeah.
left?
I was about to jump in if not. Hi, I am Claude. I will be the GM for today. I will be playing all the people that these lovely folks are not. And as such, my pronouns throughout the game may change, but my own personal pronouns are he, him.
Thank you, Claude. I'm going to jump back in for a moment to give some special shout outs to our cast. Shout out to Shannon for these overlays and all of the transition screens. Love that. And our promo graphic design. Shout out to Grant for making character art for us. Shout out to Jackie for the custom music, some of which you are hearing now and you also heard in the starting soon screen if you are watching on Twitch. And I mean, just like shout out, Natasha's helping with social media now. We also have Almina helping with social media. This has been really wonderful just seeing the cast and communities come to help me do less so that I can do more with this channel. And I really appreciate all of you. Note, if you have been watching Book of the Eclipse on how this continuity works. So, Book of the Eclipse took two characters from Superhero Shenanigans, my character Marley and Grant's character Travis, from where they left off at the end of issue 15. This is issue 17. We finished telling the story of Book of the Eclipse yesterday, and it was a wonderful story that Sam, who plays Bertram on Superhero Shenanigans, GM'd, and we also had Natasha and Jackie in there as players of different characters, as well as guest star Extel. And highly recommend you watch that. However, you do not need to watch it now to continue with the Superhero Shenanigans story. Our characters that were part of both Marley and Travis do not have their memories from Book of the Eclipse yet, and will not be regaining those until Claude says so. So we might make some references out of character to the events of the Eclipse. I already have, but it will not affect the in-game story just yet. All right, with that, I will remove myself from the screen, give Claude the space to stretch out in his own box.
Let's go.
Yep.
This box is my home. And
Yep.
And it's comfy. It's a little cramped right now. It's a little cramped right now. But yeah. Thank you so much for that little continuity note. Good
You're
stuff.
welcome. Have fun. I will be here. I'm always here, except when I'm not here, and then Grant was here. Shout out to you for that too. Producer point. All right. See you at the break, my friend. Mwah.
All right. And with that, we will jump right back into the story. Actually, before we left off last time in Emerald City, to see what Raven, Revenant, and Quill were up to as that episode was transpiring. So, yes, hide. Raven, you set off to kind of start digging into a few things. What were you going to explore?
Yeah, so Raven is doing a little bit of research on the Eye of Chaos and wanting to see if she can find older books, maybe visit some of the master mages and get a little bit more information and details so that she can maybe help her friend Marley get through this a little bit. And as well, trying to kind of look at all of the little pieces to see how they fit together. She learned that there were some nefarious things going on with potentially her mother being brought under in the underworld kind of thing, and her dad is missing, presumed dead, and also there's some new folks who are coming in and causing some chaos in the world for I'm looking up the name now because I'm forgetting what it is. The five-fingered hand of Eris and the goddess of chaos. So yeah, so we're going to find out about all of those pieces and see if any of them kind of like flow together.
Yes, indeed. I almost said with the mic muted. Yeah. So as you kind of delve into this, it seems like reaching out to your contacts and everything, your best bet is to kind of go to the source of a lot of the knowledge about magic in Earth Prime, which is none other than the Nerian Nexus, home of the now deceased Master Mage. It is under the charge of Sala, who you have worked with in the past. And yeah, with not too much difficulty, you're able to get in touch with him. You easily impress upon him the danger that is going on right now, and also, you know the guy. He quickly sets up a little portal and welcomes you, as well as your two friends, into the Nerian Nexus.
I think right before we head in, I'm going to just kind of direct to Quill a little bit first. So I know you don't like the magic-y stuff in general, and it's kind of, there's a lot of stuff that you're getting used to. This might be a lot because where we're going, that's kind of what they focus on. So if anything makes you feel uncomfortable, just let me know.
Yeah, I don't think it is like the magic as much as when they get in your head. Yeah, you do really cool things that's fine. I think they're really cool.
Thank you. Cool. I want to make sure you're okay. So
thank you.
You're welcome. And then I'll kind of step in.
Yeah. As the heroes step inside, you would be entering what is essentially, on the outside, a 3-story townhouse built in like a Victorian style. The building has an asymmetrical facade, arched doorway, and oriel windows set among round towers. But on the inside, which is what you actually see, it's not quite labyrinthine, like upon looking at it, but if you kind of let your eyes stay on different parts of the hallway for too long, you realize that like it turns at odd angles that shouldn't fit in it. At some points it looks further away than it probably should, and then sometimes, you know, you're like, oh, there's a doorway over there. If you kind of look away and look back, the doorway's a little off from where it was before. You have entered the Nerian Nexus. Sala
So,
stands before you. Oh, go ahead.
As we're kind of noticing that, I'm just going to turn to Quill and like that's what I mean.
Oh, I thought it was just me, and what I ate for breakfast wasn't sitting right. Okay.
No, I've learned when you get around her magic-y friends, things get weird. Just go with the flow. That's all you can really do.
Okay.
Just absorb and enjoy, but don't touch.
Says the friend who
Touching is
turns into
bad.
Shadow.
I'm not magic-y though. I'm shadowy, and I'll go shadowy.
Quill leans into like Raven. Is that not the same thing? It is magic what he does, isn't it?
I think it is. Yeah, I think it is.
Okay.
I also think that might be what it is, says Sala, who is walking up at this time. But we haven't really fully delved into the nature of Revenant's power, and he gives you a friendly nod and hands you some tea right away. He's met you
my
a couple
favorite.
times. Yeah, he's got a little tray, and he offers. There are other options in the kitchen, but
Oh, you did
Went
the
ahead and
finger
brought your tea.
sandwiches. That's so great. Thank you so much.
I'll be honest, I don't get to host often enough, and your company is quite appreciated compared to my other guest right now.
Food offering right
Oh.
away. I like you.
Yeah,
Hello,
so
I'm
that's
Quill.
great.
And
Quill, nice to meet you.
I'll just go, Sala, old boy, and I'll go and hug him.
He kind of like stiffens and like he gives a grin, like he's fine with this clearly, but it's very like, oh, outward affection. Okay, this is fine. This is okay.
Raven's just kind of
Revenant.
chuckling in the background.
Lovely to see you.
Half of the
Um,
sandwiches gone.
Love it.
Oh my. Okay. I'll have to make some more of those.
Try the cucumber one. That's really good. The
it
green
really
one.
is.
Okay.
He's like,
I'll be
I'm
like-
just going to set this down.
We're gonna need more.
I'll like,
you
I'll kind of
mentioned
lightly slap Quill's hand and go like, no, I want some. And I'll like start just shoving them at my mouth. So I'm like,
They said they were gonna bring more though. Okay.
Yeah, they have more. It's okay.
Raven, are you not feeding these people anymore?
I don't think there's enough food in the world actually to feed this crew. We eat all the time.
I've gotten that impression. Actually, the last time we met, I believe, was in a cafe too.
Indeed.
I do
Yes.
sense a theme.
Yes,
I-
indeed.
A lot of nutrition to upkeep these. And she flexes.
I love it.
she's a foodie.
Impressive. Lovely.
Incredible.
Uh,
You mentioned a guest that you didn't like. Anything we should be concerned about?
Not concerned about, but he is here for you.
Oh boy.
He claims he had a vision that you would be coming here seeking some help with the issues in Emerald City. So he's kind of taken over one of the studies and is waiting for you in there.
I really don't like being predictable. Can you give me any background on who we're walking into?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, should have led with that. It's Thomas Reimer.
Oh.
Yeah. So Thomas Reimer, Raven would know, is a he's a bit of a scallywag as far as the mages of Earth Prime goes. He's the type who's probably sold his soul to like one devil or another and then gotten it back in various ways. He's a schemer. He's not very powerful, but he's sneaky and he's very clever. He is also gifted with, and the players and audience will love this, the second sight.
Of course he is.
He is in fact precognitive to a small degree, and that's probably how he knew you were coming. And it
I
helps
think
him
he
be
just-
very annoying.
I think he just wanted an excuse to say that again.
I think so too. I think he created the character just to have second sight.
His
For sure.
origins are not something you need to worry about at the moment. But he is indeed waiting for you in the study.
As soon as the name is mentioned, I'm just gonna kind of like grab my phone real quick and I'm just gonna text the two people who are with me, standing next to me, and just say, keep an eye on this one.
Quill does not have a phone still.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so I will as we're walking in, I'll kind of like just very softly lean in. This one's a little shifty. Let's keep an eye on him.
Do you
He's
need
okay,
me to
but-
kick him out?
No.
Fist and
but-
palm.
Yeah. Raven's immediately like, no. But
Sala looks hopeful, having overheard the part where you're like, like he assumes you're talking about Reimer, and then he sees this going on, and he's like, please, like, his face is expectant, like, oh, this would be fantastic, actually.
I'll kind of lean
I
over
mean,
to
if
Quill
it's
and
necessary.
go, Princess, we are going to play bad cop, you and me. They can play the good cops.
Okay.
And if you aren't sure where to go, just follow my lead, and I'll be like, yeah.
Yeah, Sala's like, I'll leave you to it. He's been here for a good 7 Nexian hours, which you would know means slightly longer than 7 normal hours, as time passes a little differently here. And by a little, I mean an extra hour every 12. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
It's all fine.
Gestures and walks away. Let me know if you need anything. Honestly, in this house, if you just whisper my name, I'll know you need me.
More sandwiches.
Please.
He looks cross for the second before the please gets added onto that, and he nods and heads that way. You can
You always want to be nice to the people that handle the food.
Yes.
Very
Raven, I'll have you roll an insight
Inside?
check. Using your inside voice, please roll an
Using my
insight
inside
check.
voice.
This is on Sala, who I guess
Okay.
kind of opposed this with deception, but he's not actually trying to hide anything.
25.
Oh, goodness.
Dang.
So, as put upon as he is acting, as far as like, oh, I gotta go get sandwiches, Sala's like really happy to have guests. He enjoys you lot quite a bit, actually. And he,
I'm gonna
yeah.
lean in and just kind of say, I think we need to visit more.
I try to visit as often as I can, but he got very annoyed when the last time we went on a little trip, it ended up being a counterfeit mage that was just throwing cards at people and giving them paper cuts.
Oh, those are the worst.
Still dangerous, yeah. It's like, let's not discount it. That's pretty rough. That's up there on
Yeah.
the scale of evil for sure.
Like, I took care of it, but I think he felt bad that he pulled me to take care of that. So yeah, we definitely need to visit more often. He's fun.
Yeah, agreed.
Through the door, as you're like just going in, you get hit with a nice little gust of cigarette smoke quite immediately. There are books kind of just piled up in different spots. There is someone sitting with a coffee and a cigarette, and he looks up from a book as you get there. It is a man with a little bit of scruff on the facial hair. He's got kind of wild, dirty blonde hair. Or actually, no, reddish. I'm thinking of the wrong guy. He's got like red blonde, strawberry blonde, leaning closer to red kind of hair, and he shuts the book and gives a little wave.
I'm gonna kind of do like one of these. Like, you know,
Oh, Raven, no need for that sort of formality.
I guess you were expecting me.
Well, you know how things go with me. Always,
Raven.
always expectant. Oh, terrible, absolutely terrible, but that's nothing new for me. How about yourself? I hear things are going pretty awful over in Emerald City, was it?
I mean, it's nothing we can't handle, I think. But it's all right. It's just another day.
Oh, be very, very cavalier with it. That's not a problem. I understand. that confidence, it counts for a lot. So,
I mean, we're here to get some information, so I guess.
well,
you know.
I'm here to help you with that. See, your friend Salah, he's a good man, but being a good man doesn't always get the job done, now does it? So I'm thinking the powers that be would like me to lend you a little assistance here.
Would they now?
They absolutely would, and I sort of owe you for the help that your man have given me over the time.
I don't know that you're going to catch up to that.
We'll see. I think I'm going to be pretty helpful today.
Well, I appreciate that. What you got?
So what I've got for you is a series of sort of interviews that you can do, right? So a lot of people owe me favors, you see, and I kind of owe favors to your family. So what I'm going to do is use one to sort of pay off the other. You follow? So I'm going to bring them in one at a time with a little summoning that I got, and you can kind of ask them for some help with this problem of yours.
And who are these them that we're talking about? And while he's talking and distracted and telling his story too, I'm gonna just kind of use, if I can, my invisible little mage hand to like see what he was looking at before we walked in the room.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, so he shut the book and set it down, kind of turned away, and you very quietly, I will say, with how much he likes talking and a terrible roll to perceive it, doesn't notice as you kind of straighten it out. He is looking at some sort of book related to infernal pacts. It looks like there's a slight like addendum, like this is the second volume or second printing of this book that does include a bit of Fae pacts in the works, which makes sense. As you know, he has dealt with the Fae quite a bit.
Cool. I'm gonna, if I can, just kind of move the book off to the side so that it's not there anymore, and then I will slowly collect it later.
Gotcha. Yeah, it gets kind of lost in the shuffle, to where if he turned back, he would be like, where did it get off to? Well played. So, as far as who these guests are, well, I'm very well acquainted with the rest of the magical community, just as yourself, and I know these people are quite busy. They come from sort of all walks of life, and I'll summon them one at a time. Who I've got on the docket for you today, Revan? We've got Dragon Eye, who I think you're well acquainted with. He's from Emerald City as well. This was a tougher one to get an audience with, so I do expect a nice thank you for this one, yeah? The Queen of Atlantis herself. And Gatekeeper, who's a little easier to deal with. And then Siren of the Freedom League. So all of those, that's pretty good work, wouldn't you say?
So question above table. Am I familiar with all of these names, and would I have trouble getting these names on my own?
So Dragon Eye, you definitely wouldn't need Reimer to get in touch with him for you. He's like, maybe not a friend, but he's someone, he's like a work colleague that you've interfaced with plenty of times.
He's a friend from work.
He's a friend from work. Queen Mother Evelyn.
Thank you for letting me use that.
Of
Thanks for that,
Atlantis. Would have it would be a little tougher to get in touch with. She doesn't really involve herself much with the surface world these days. Siren of the Freedom League sometimes is difficult to get a hold of because she's often away from the league doing work in the Caribbean. And then Gatekeeper is just a very, very busy guy, so he would be another one that's tough. Of these 5, you think, or that's 4, I can count.
I was like, wait, what?
Don't worry about it. My list included Rhymer, so I just read his with it. Of these 4, which are not 5, only 2 would be like actually kind of tough for you to get in touch with.
Okay.
The other 2 would like be easy to a little bit of work.
I mean, I saw a Dragoneye not that long ago. I don't know that it would be that difficult to get him.
Oh, but he's a
I
knowledgeable
feel
guy.
like you're fluffing this up a little bit. Is this how it's going to be?
I mean, I am the 5th expert. If these people don't give you what you're looking for, I can kind of ask among the darker elements of the magical community.
Okay.
The folks you'd likely refer to as villains. I've got a couple in mind I think could probably actually solve some of these issues for you, or at least point you in the right direction.
So I have a slight question above board, or above the table. Do I, as Travis, at Revenant, know Malador's origination?
Yes, you would have.
Okay.
Yeah, you're aware of where he originated. So
okay. Yeah. I'll just kind of lean into Raven and be like, do not mention the M word around the queen.
The M word?
Malador.
Oh, okay.
Raven, you would definitely know that Malador is was an Atlantean mage before his sort of evil reign of terror happened.
Okay.
All right, so have you any preference for which order I bring these folks in? It's going to be one at a time, and they're not going to be physically here so much.
Right. And I'm going to turn to the two of you. So, I know I've been kind of telling you a little bit about what's going on, but I'd love feedback as we go through this. If you have, thoughts on how to do it. I might be a little, I don't know if distracted is the right word, but because this is affecting family for me, I'm not sure that I'm always seeing things clearly. I might try to barrel through. So I want to not lose focus of the fact that mainly we want to know what's going on with this eye. And I'm really thinking that there's this connection to the underworld somehow, and that's causing this, rain that is happening. I don't know if it is. It's just kind of a hunch, but I don't want to lose sight of it on my hunt to try to find my dad. So as we go through.
Makes sense. I will just give me a heads up when you decide to bring the queen in, and I will switch out of Revenant form just to avoid any possible backlash.
Yeah. Would I also know maybe that would I know that Siren and Slipstream know each other? Is that a thing that I would know?
Yeah, you'd have a pretty good idea that like Slipstream's at least roughly familiar with every member of the Freedom League, has at least had some sort of conversation with any of them. So yeah, you would.
So
you would know.
I'm gonna shoot a text over to Slipstream, just where we are, just like a quick, real quick where we are, who we're talking to, and just be like, any suggestions on what we can get from Siren?
And I would say around this time, Raven, you have gotten messages from people saying that they are going to bring folks to the mansion while you're away, to sort of tie in with what happened last time.
Cool. And so I'll kind of text to Gloria too, just giving her a heads up. You probably know already because you know before me, but yeah.
she's on it. You get an alert from Ivan. Doesn't say anything except for like the number of people as they show up. Like, here's just the situation on how many people are in the house at any given time. He just kind of gives you a running tally at all times. Ha! Running tally. Sorry. Speaking of, dude, you can respond with any message you would have sent back.
Wait, did you do that on purpose? Did you do no tally? Tasha, did you do that on purpose? Running tally?
No.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, so do I get a text back about Siren?
Is there any kind of thing I could say that could maybe help them out? Like things, I know Siren's she does some like telepathic stuff in part. I don't know fully what she does out of character. Tally
a lot of water control.
Mhm.
She is well acquainted with magic, but also just like mythology in general, because she is sort of a creature of mythology.
You would get a text back saying, in terms of how she can help you, she's pretty well versed in mythological histories and artifacts, things like that. So if Cultivarus might be something that pop up that you might know.
Cool. And that actually is probably, so I probably have had many dealings with her then, I would think, just because of what I do, because Raven is constantly dealing with bring artifacts in, and she's the Persephone, the connections to Persephone and all that kind of stuff. So I'm sure I did a deep dive at some point and went in. So
I'd say you're aware of. Probably
Yeah.
not like worked directly alongside.
Right.
There's kind of like a pantheon split there, but
Yeah.
And then you'd get a
That's
second text just
similar.
saying, tell her I said hi.
Will do.
Wait, is she like an actual siren, like from like Greek mythology siren?
We're
If you
about to
text the
find
group
out, my
chat
friend.
that,
she is not.
Yeah.
She is in fact a Haitian Loa
yeah.
spirit.
Mhm.
Oh, so cool.
Yeah. Siren is just the name that she's adopted.
Mhm.
Okay.
Awesome. Awesome. So I don't know. What do you think? Maybe we should start with Siren because it's at least somebody that we know.
Sure. I'll take your lead.
All right, let's do that.
All right. Siren, absolutely wonderful place to start. And I imagine she would know a lot about the, potentially about this cult of yours, seeing as she is part of mythology herself. One moment. And he does a little incantation, and then a sort of swirling mist happens, and the smoke forms together. And at first, it's kind of like a fuzzy image that then comes into like more clarity as it goes. It becomes less transparent, and then until it looks like there's a person standing before you, although you are well aware that this is not. This is just a very, very pretty sort of astral projection that's happening right now. It's fancy astral projection done through ritual. Siren stands before you, not very tall, but like pretty muscularly built, very pretty. She's got dark skin and green hair, as well as like green lipstick. And she's kind of got almost like a cape, what it looks like, but it's like attached at her hands as well. And it's more like a net, and it is silvery.
Fancy.
She's got a really cool design.
I love her art.
I know, right? And yes, she stands there, and you see like a slight bit of annoyance shot at Reimer's direction before she kind of smiles and greets the lot of you. How can I help you? I'm doing this as a favor to Reimer over here, but I'm not going to hold it against all of you.
I was gonna say, you owe him a favor?
I don't want to get into it.
Slipstream says hi.
Oh, Emerald City Heroes, yes?
Indeed.
Lovely. I don't often find occasion to be in your region, but I hear it's lovely.
It is lovely, and you probably don't remember me, but we talked quite a bit ago, just giving me a little bit of background on some lore, and that's kind of like what we're looking to do today. If we can get maybe some background, if you know anything on the cult of Eris, possibly.
I do remember you from the very magical family. Yes.
Yes, indeed.
Sorry to hear about what had happened.
I appreciate that. I'm
of-
still not giving up on that. I'm still holding out some hope.
Absolutely. That's what we have in this world.
Yeah.
The cult of Eris. Well, as you are well aware, the Pact keeps many magical or deific, divine forces from playing in this world, but there are exceptions. She sort of gestures to herself. So it's not entirely impossible for a goddess to act in this world. In my own case, I have combined myself with a mortal to do so. It's very possible Eris has done the same. Another option is having enough worshippers and being summoned into a body. So if someone were to, say, build a vessel that could then act for Eris, that is one method. But as far as it being the original god, having never been sent from this world, and fully over here, should be impossible. But like so many things, it's hard to say.
Have you heard or seen anything about this? About just anything weird with connections to another plane, the underworld, why they would be here?
So aside from the nasty business with Hades attacking Freedom City several years ago, it's been quiet. Typically he feuds with Daedalus. He is one of the few gods who occasionally does get summoned into this world, and could be someone you wouldn't be the easiest thing, but you could contact Hades himself and find out if he knows of Eris's actions in this world. But that's a dangerous notion and invites him into this world a bit. So be very careful if you go that route.
Would Persephone have any influence on that?
As far as having Hades' ear about this sort of thing?
Yeah.
Yes, I would think that's well within her power.
Okay. Do you have any more information on her specifically, on how you might gain her attention?
On Eris specifically?
On Persephone specifically.
On Persephone. Well, that is a tough one to contact. It would take a trip to Hades, or a powerful enough connection or conduit to cast a sort of message to her.
Okay. And I'm going to turn to the two of you. Any thoughts? You're muted, Grant.
Have you heard of the Eye of Chaos?
The Eye of Chaos. Doesn't ring a bell specifically. And Reimer chimes in. Well, I mean, to be fair, basically every name you can think of has been used for a magical artifact. There's been a... Take your pick of words. Eye of X. It's probably been a thing. Actually, I think the Eye of X was its own thing. Anyway.
Reimer, you're going on tangents. Shh.
Those are for when we have the tea later.
Tell me a bit more about this eye, and I might be able to let you know. If you can, I mean, even just like the size of it, or trying to recall.
I'll kind of do like,
a rough dimension.
Yep. And it's mental links.
Yep. In fact, I still have a little bit of it.
A little bit of it, you say?
I did a dumb thing and entered its radius when I was exhausted, and it kind of somehow managed to dig its claws into my brain. I did break free eventually, but it's still there in the back of my head.
And this artifact, what exactly is it capable of doing?
Well, it gives you a headache every time you come close.
That's a pretty common thing for cursed objects. Is it a...
It seems to honestly just want to cause chaos, like any way it can, and whether that is giving somebody more power or helping shape their powers, which seems to be happening to a friend of ours, or just convincing you that this is the thing that can help you get your wish.
Wish granting. Okay.
Well, not quite wish granting, but it when it gets in your head, it finds what you want, and it uses that to manipulate you.
It's vaguely familiar. There was hundreds of years ago, a pearl, which I guess would be roughly that same size and could resemble an eye to some people, that could grant wishes. It was lost to the depths, and I don't remember in what part of the world exactly. That does sound very familiar.
Yeah, like for example, the person we got it from gave powers to animals. She made cat shadows. She made an iguana giant. She made a kangaroo have a weird portal pocket dimension in its pocket. A flying shark. Just a whole bunch of
those.
Craziness. For me, I have always struggled with my family, and it said that it could fix all those problems. Our friend, who is, I think, under the most influence of it, she struggles with self-esteem issues, and it has definitely bolstered her confidence.
Well, it didn't promise me anything when it was trying to get me to break it out of the safe. But it feels like it can think, sort of.
Yeah, it feels like it's manipulating your mind.
It knew it was trapped or locked down, and it wanted to get out.
She thinks, it seems like she's considering something for a moment, and then she kind of moves to you, Quill, and like gets close and is like looking at you with very piercing eyes.
You're
and
pretty.
she
If you're gonna do,
you're pretty.
If you're gonna do anything telepathically, I would like for you to ask first. Consent, please.
I'm not, but I understand where you're coming from here.
Thank you.
I have a question for you. What is your name? That's not the question, but it is a question.
Quillekikiokalee. Nice to meet you.
Quillekikiokalee. What is it that you want, just generally? What do you desire most? What is something that you Is there something always kind of there at the surface, a desire, a want, power, respect, food? Just, is there something that's always...
I don't know. I wanted something when I was back home, and I wanted freedom, sort of, to not have to follow expectations. And I left, and I've been able to sort of do what I want, learning a lot about this very interesting planet with very interesting people.
So you sort of got your wish without needing the eye, right?
I suppose so.
And Raven, has this eye affected you at all?
It showed me my father. As if he was here and alive and in front of me, which is what I'm still not giving up hope on.
Interesting, interesting. So, with my knowledge of how... Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I had been thinking about it a lot, and I can't help but feeling like when we first interacted with it, it did kind of feel like it wanted to communicate. And if they went into my head, very easily would have seen me talking to my dad in my head. So that could have been an easy way for them to communicate.
So here's some advice I would just give you in general for dealing with, well, any artifact that seems to want to grant you a wish, without getting into whatever possible motives the eye itself might have. Handle it carefully if there's anything that is right at the surface of something you want, right? This is one of those things where the power to do something might be something you shouldn't have. So, Quill, I think I heard them call you. Sorry, I'm shortening
Yes.
the name.
Quillekikiokalee.
I think your sort of absence of a desire for like a shortcut to a goal, right? You don't have anything that's pulling on you to such an extent. The eye for you would probably be much less dangerous. You did say it lashed out at you, but it didn't try to give you anything, right?
No, just wanted to get out really badly. I think I was the closest person in physical proximity.
So that would be my advice to you, Raven. Whoever's handling it needs to be absolutely firm in kind of pushing down whatever they want in the moment, because it will try to get at those little, I won't call them weaknesses because it's not weak to want, but it will try to be that shortcut. And that's dangerous.
Is it possible for a god to use this to get out?
If it's as powerful as you've implied, it's granted powers that have stuck around from the sound of it, or morphed people. If this got
Yes.
into the hands of someone who, say, wanted to bring a god past the pact, it could have the power to grant that wish. Or if, say, the emissary of a goddess got her hands on it and either wanted to bring them here or wanted to become that god in this world, I think it's possible.
This is a little bit out of left field, but well, kind of a combination question. Do you think it can be destroyed? And then also, what would happen to anyone who is tied to it if it is?
Unfortunately, without knowing exactly, without interacting with the item myself, and at this time I don't think I would like to, but without seeing what kind of sway it had over those connected people, I couldn't say. It can be very dangerous if someone is truly bonded with an artifact. To destroy it could irrevocably damage someone who did it. They could lose a part of themselves permanently doing so. But that may be necessary, or it may not come to pass. But it's a danger, certainly.
What do you feel is the best way to contain it?
Oh. Again, it's tough. I'm hesitant to offer the advice of, simply put it somewhere very far away, drop it in another dimension, because you never know what happens.
That's what I said. They got very angry at me.
Well, I don't think anybody was angry at anyone. I think people were just concerned because we want to make sure that nothing bad happens to the people who are currently affected by it. And so reacting first without learning more about it was what we were thinking. Would cause more harm maybe.
I think given the power of this thing, if you were planning to destroy or put it away for a long time somewhere, I would do some sort of ritual, and this may be within your power, or you may need assistance for it. But if there's anything you can do to it to temporarily just turn off its power for a second before putting it away, that might sever the connection enough to at least give some resistance if it tries to lash out at whoever it's connected to.
Okay.
I have a quick question. Is there a chance that this could be a prison?
Because of the sentience in it, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely possible. I don't see why it couldn't be.
In that case, destroying it would release whatever's inside.
Yep.
Or kill, depending on the method of destruction.
Where would you take it to have it investigated?
She considers a moment. You may currently be in the best place right now, the Nerean Nexus. There are 2 to 4 maybe other places as magically significant. Unfortunately, a lot of places with mystical protection are also on ley lines, so any extreme damage that happened here could spread. So the safest places are in some ways also extremely dangerous places.
Yeah.
And I'll kind of point over to Reimer and go, and this place lets people like him in. No offense, but...
Well, not a lot of places can actually keep me out. But Sala owed me a favor in this case.
Well, I appreciate you taking the time. You think we might be able to reach out again if we have some more questions?
That would be fine, actually. Yes. She reaches out, and even though this isn't a corporeal form, kind of puts her hand out to you, Raven, so that you can put your hand up too. There's a little flash of light. If you need to contact me magically, you have the connection needed to reach me.
I appreciate that.
may not be able to respond swiftly, but
I appreciate
I'll do
that.
what I can. Your family's done so much for this world, and it sounds like you're dealing with something very troubling right now.
Like I said, it's just another day.
And you can see there's kind of smoke starting to form around her. She's beginning to become more transparent. Oh, I think that's about my time at the moment. Another word of advice as I'm on my way out. Definitely don't let someone like him get it, pointing to Reimer.
No,
that
that's
was
why
a
we've
given.
been holding. That's why we've been holding on to it, because we're who we trust the most.
Be wary of anyone who wants it. Or wants to take a look at it.
Noted.
And if no one has anything else to say to her, she will fade. And Reimer's... Well, I think those were some really good questions you asked there. And you're
I'm just
welcome.
gonna like raise an eyebrow at him, like,
Who are you thinking of next?
Do you have to be here after you summon the person?
Kind of gives you... tilts his head. I don't suppose I have to be.
Raven, are you okay with them hearing everything you're
no,
asking?
I
and
think
the
that's a
answers
great
you're getting?
question. Yeah, I think that's a great question. I don't think I don't think we need to do it with an audience.
Fair enough. Tell me who you want next, and I'll be out of your hair.
You shouldn't keep
Only
royalty
f-
waiting.
Only for a moment. You can have snacks while you wait.
Those little sandwiches Sala makes.
They're
Absolutely,
really good.
absolutely terrible.
Ask him about the chicken.
I think he has some corned beef too.
All right. Who do you got? Who do you want?
Do we want to jump into the queen?
Yeah, let's do the queen, and I'll just go full Travis at that point.
Close
Yeah.
change.
All right, the queen mother herself. Have fun with this one. And the smoke starts forming, and he, hands in pockets, he looks over to the pile of books where he thought he put down the book he was looking at. He kind of pushes a few around, shrugs, and walks out, unable to find the book you had kind of stealthed to the side.
And I will go
Nice.
pick up the book once he leaves. And pocket it.
Perfection. Yeah. And what was the exact name of that book?
I did not give an exact name, but
Okay,
it
you can give it to me later.
yeah, I was gonna say, it's in a language that is
It's a language.
I can't read it, but it's basically deals with devils, the fae,
Right.
and
Yeah.
other kind.
Yeah. Cool.
It looks like a textbook.
Yeah, I figured it would be pretty useful with what we got going on right now.
I mean, if y'all make a deal with the devil to deal with the eye, feed me that. Delicious, fantastic, even better than the sandwiches, which have a mixed reception right now.
Right?
As the smoke is forming, I will say that there has been like some chunks of time in between these summonings, so like he had to work out some stuff with chalk and everything, so time is passing. I do want to cut back to Emerald City just to say hey to the other heroes who haven't really been able to do anything yet.
Yes.
Bertram has left the house. Marley and Leo have left the house, looking rather serious on their way out. Bertram ended up going with his wife back to the safe house that they were taking Ida to. Shortly after, Mongoose excused herself, and now it's just Blue Bolt in the house with the two of you. And he looks like he's like he saw everyone leave, and he's like, "Is this one of those things where I'm the last one out? Like, dude, should I go?" So he's just kind of looking at you two, kind of like not sure if he should leave or not.
You can go home if you want. You're fine.
Gotcha.
Or hang out. We'll
Weird.
probably stay here for a bit.
Weird vibe from when I left the room with y'all to when I got back. Is
Yeah.
everything cool, or like?
We're dealing
was
with
this
a few.
Was this a team fight? Did y'all get in a fight?
We're dealing with a few things right now, and it's getting a little tricky and figuring out what the best thing to do is.
Messy. I get that. The next gen team, it's a lot of politicking, a lot of popularity contests. I
Trust
get it.
me, I know the next gen team is messy.
There's this eye thing that we're trying to figure out. Do you know anything about eyes and like mysterious forces and stuff?
I know mine can do this. And it kind of points, and you see like a little lightning
Whoa.
flash on like across his eyeballs. Doesn't hurt my eyes. Doesn't help me see in the
That's
dark
cool.
either. But yeah, it's pretty cool. No, I don't. What is this, like a magical thing, or?
I don't know.
Yeah, so it's not really. I don't really understand it as much.
I think like Raven like gets really freaked out when you try to destroy it though.
Huh.
I mean, well, a couple people do.
He's been on his phone, of course, and you see now he's on his contact list, like contact thing, and he hands it to Gabe to fill in his contact information.
Cool. I'm gonna call myself so I have your number too.
Yeah.
Hello? Gabe? Gabe here. Oh, right. And the phone back.
He gives you this smile, like, okay, weirdo. He's like, so, while you were having not that fight or whatever was going on in there, I did start looking up the comic that you're from. Kind of.
Yeah, I
So
read a
you're-
couple of those when I was a kid. I don't remember too much about them, though.
So
I was never as avid.
Yeah, your name's not actually in it, though. What's up with that?
Wow. That is a really good question. I've read a bunch of the comics, and a lot of the adventures are missions that I was on.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
you
this
don't know.
This thing's
Blue.
been running for...
I mean, you don't
No.
know.
You just
I'm
met each
actually-
other. Why would he know?
Right. I'm not from this universe. I actually
Yeah,
somehow
you mentioned, that's why I looked up the comic, but yeah, like, how did that happen?
Woo, that's a long story. I mean, I was back up. So I grew up with a family of androids. We called ourselves Mecha Squad. And for me, I had a sister, Ruby. I had a brother in the squad. I had a father who's Silver, and I had a mother as well. Anyway, we were a squad, and we were sent on missions.
Yeah, I mean, I've started reading it online illegally, and like Silver's a pretty cool dude. Yeah. So you're telling me these people are real?
And
That's
they
wild.
are. They kind of look like them, but not quite.
Hmm.
I mean, the uniforms are a little bit off. Like, why I would.
Right. Well, you can tell me more about it later. I had a question actually. This comic is still like coming out, right? Have you read the newest ones?
I have not. I'm only reading what Bertram has. He gave me a whole bunch of old ones.
Oh God, yeah, he looks like a comic nerd.
I think he might be.
Respectfully.
I'm gonna run out. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go buy the newest issues of the comics and come right back as fast as I can.
Just Just saying, might be worth looking into. I'll catch you later, Gabe and Miss Slipstream. And he'll
All right. I
he'll
mean,
zap out of there.
bye.
He zaps 60 feet away.
Yeah.
You really got to work on that distance,
60
otherwise these
in
exits
60-foot
aren't
jump.
as impressive.
Look,
I don't see him anymore. It worked pretty
it's
good.
still better
Yeah.
than what a non-powered person can do. He's got one more power than Batman. It's pretty good. Yeah. I mean, one more power than the Raven in this world. Not Raven, the Raven.
Mhm,
Very
mhm.
tricky stuff. Yeah, he takes off. And yeah, you have before you. Did you get like standard cover or variant cover?
Ooh. I think I would have gotten standard mostly because I don't think Callie knows much about comics. She just would have gotten whatever was the easiest and least expensive.
I take a look at the cover, and it's the squad battling this. Well, this villain that for me looks a lot like Revenant. So I open it up, and I'm reading through it.
I was gonna say you would notice the cover has a like little extra title, like it's an event thing. You know, sometimes the arc will get its own little special headline as part of a comic cover, and it is called "After the Sacrifice."
Whoa.
If you were
Um,
in the other comics, what sacrifice?
I never told you how I got here, huh?
Ish, I know, kinda, but
I'm gonna open up the pages. I want to look a little bit. It doesn't talk about what happened. Hey, do you think you can go out and get the issue before this?
oh, I think I got the last 3 issues. Well,
Oh.
the 3 most recent issues. She's like,
Oh,
let me just
good.
get the last few. I don't know how many I need to get, but I'll just get the most recent one.
Yeah. So the one you're now looking at the stack, you see the one just before this that has like another kind of like the only one available was a variant cover that just has the evil Revenant, and then another one after that is one of those very gimmicky. You've got all the heroes' faces. There's the one that looks almost like you, and the big thing over the top that one of these heroes pays the ultimate price.
So I
Gimmick
look
covers.
at that, and but before I do that, right? The other cover had this Revenant-looking person. I'm wearing the T-shirt, right? That says Revenant, and it has Revenant's sort of comic book interpretation, and I kind of hold it up next to me, and I say, "Remind you of someone?"
Oh. Yeah, you said, I think you had mentioned something about an evil Revenant on your world.
Yeah. He is. Beep, beep.
I feel
we-
that. Yeah. No,
Oh
that,
no! Oh no! His cyborg parts are malfunction. No,
Yeah.
our censoring.
energetic weeping.
I find the issue, and I look at it. Okay, and I kind of use it, and I show it as I tell the story. I say, well, the bad guys, not quite these guys, but the bad guys, they place an obelisk in Emerald City, and we'd been battling these guys for a few days now. And while my family was fighting the front lines, distracting them, I basically made my way around, and I had this device that would deactivate, destroy basically the obelisk. The plan was I would get there, set the thing off, and then get out of there. But I was a bit too injured, and we were a bit too much out of time, so I just set it off, and I thought that
He's showing you the pictures as this happened, and you are seeing your conversation as you're saying goodbye to your family saying that you're not gonna make it back. Have those cookies for me. The sentences aren't exactly how you remember it because their voices will be burned into your mind forever. So like some of it's off. You get the vibe of like basically someone who had heard a story and is doing their best to kind of like replay the dialogue. Like if you overheard this and then wrote it down, you would get the same ideas, but you're like, that's not the words I used. But yeah, you see this guy that's not you getting the same injuries you remember. Like, oh, that's when I got like winged in the shoulder. Oh, well, it's his like lower arm, but otherwise, yeah, that's how it played out, and you're getting closer to the end.
The Mecha Squad comics, can I look it up online and see if the author has been the same for all the runs, or does it have different authors for different runs?
So this is like an independent comic company that does this. This is basically the only comic that they've had for any like really big length of time. It's their longest running. They've launched a few others, some little spin-offs of it, some in other worlds. There's basically, for Mecha Squad, only ever been 2 authors for it. At some point there was a change of authorship to a new author, but he just kind of picked up the story from there. There wasn't a big relaunch where the characters are redesigned or anything. It's just the continuation of the story. Artists have changed on it, but the writer has always been a name that I put somewhere. Oh no.
Usually I feel like these kinds of things have a lot of writers, right? Do you think maybe one of these guys or both have the ability to look into other dimensions and that's how they've been writing this?
I hear you. Gabe hears you, but then he doesn't hear you because he's paging through the final moments, and then he sees the aftermath of his family, and he just has this really somber look, and he says, I'm sorry, this is really hard for me.
I take the comic.
I always wondered what happened afterward, and I can't believe they don't know where I am, and that I'm okay.
And I kind of just like grab his like the sides of his arms, and this is maybe good news. If this guy can look into the dimension, that means we know he might be able to pinpoint where that dimension is. We might be able to send something out, a message to your family, let them know you're okay.
Maybe. I would like them to know that I'm okay.
Exactly. I think if this guy does have the ability to look into other dimensions, and that's how he's been writing this, there has to be a way to trace that back to get a message to them.
I think I've been just trying to get past this. But I do want them to know. Even if I can never make it back.
No, of course. And I kind of like bring him into a hug if he's okay with it.
Oh yeah, he's a hugger.
And as she's hugging him, she's just like, this is good news. This is nice. I think...
Can I?
Yeah?
Can I have this?
Yeah, of course.
Grabs them all.
Yeah, you can have all of them. Let me know if you want me to run out and grab you some more.
Do I owe you anything for this? I really don't have any money.
You owe me
I
nothing.
thought I'd offer.
You've helped out a lot. You owe me nothing, and this... I can't imagine what it must be like to be able to have these memories of your family with you. Even if maybe they're not 100% correct.
It's really weird, Tally. It's so much them, but it's not.
Mm.
And then there's this Vermilion character that is not me. I don't understand it, and I don't know if I want to. But I do want to let them know I'm okay.
We'll find a way.
An alarm sounds as some more problems in the city need dealing with. Raven has it set up to where they obviously display what danger stuff is going on, but also since you've been getting like more names of organizations that you're dealing with, the alerts kind of give you an idea. And yeah, from what you're seeing, this looks like more of those armored laser sword guys getting up to some trouble with another gang. They're basically slicing through alleyways, cutting up cars, and like chasing away other gangs in the territory.
Oh, that reminds me. I know maybe we should probably go help with that. But also, we fought some of those guys earlier. We fought some of those guys earlier, and I grabbed some of their swords. If you want one. I know you use one.
I do want one. I don't know how to use it, but it'll be cool.
It seemed pretty easy.
I'll give it a try. Let's go slice some sword-wielding laser power suit guys.
I bet it would be really funny, both of us showing up with their weapon already.
Just straight up dueling them. Incredible.
I think it would too. Let's go.
And then head off.
I get on my motorcycle. Wait up!
I'll jog lightly.
And I'll limit myself to a mere 120 miles per hour. Okay. Yeah, so we get a very cool shot of the motorcycle going. We've got Tally in full action pose and the smoke billowing out back. It's like a split between what's going on in Freedom City and what's going on in Emerald City as the Atlantean Queen comes into view. A very regal, also not very tall. I don't know why I chose non-tall people to bring in. Because Dragon Eye also not tall. These are my people.
Represent.
The smoke clears. She's a very like regal blonde woman. There's like a little bit of an adjustment as everything looks bluish before it's like she's clearly where she is underwater, but now that she's astrally projecting here, the water is not necessarily here. So her hair is floating as if she's in water, kind of just little, in these blonde ringlets that kind of float up, but she's not underwater. And with that last little image of action and conversation about to happen, we are going to go ahead and jump to our break.
Oh, well, that means that I'm back. Before I send you off to break, I would like to just shout out again that if you are watching in our Twitch live chat, please go ahead and hit !enter to enter our giveaways from Green Monine Publishing. And then stick around in chat. We will take a break from about 5 to 10 minutes long. I will communicate in chat what that's looking like and when we will be back, because there is more of this story to tell. See you soon, friends.
Hello, and welcome back to the second half of this episode. Real quick, before we jump fully back into the story, don't forget to enter our giveaway using !enter to enter. I have now said enter so many times that it stopped being a word to me, and now we're going to enter the story where we left it off. Back at the Nerian Nexus, where some magical investigation is going on. 3 of our heroes are met with the sight of the Queen of Atlantis? I certainly didn't vote for her. The Queen Mother stands before you. Floats before you? Stands now. We'll say stands.
Okay, before you do that, though,
Yes.
the great God voice does want me to clarify that the giveaway is only for Twitch Live.
Oh goodness, you are absolutely right. Those of you who are live in the Twitch chat, I'm so sorry. Do the thing.
When did you turn Canadian? I know you're close, but
I've always been a little in my heart. I don't know what I'm saying. So we return. The queen floats a boot in the room.
Raven would do whatever it is that she knows she's supposed to do in the presence of this queen. So, like, if it's like she's supposed to like bow or do a thing or call, say whatever, she would do those things.
Yeah. Quill gives her like a bow, but she actually doesn't know how people do it here, and she wouldn't know how the Atlanteans do it. So it's like her version of what a bow is to her people.
Which is what?
I think it's so for non nobles or whatever, you tuck your wings in and bend, right? But for the nobles it's different. So her wings come out and one is folds behind and the other one folds in front of her as if they were her arms before she bends.
Love it.
And I do my etiquette schooly stuff from my wealthy family, which is just like the arm across and deeply bowing.
She kind of waves away all of the gestures. No need for such formality, although I do appreciate it. The way she speaks, I will not be doing, but she has a beautiful voice. This is why I'm not doing it, but it has almost a sing-song quality to it. It's very pretty. It is as if she is a trained singer, because she does indeed have expertise singing. She also speaks French, but she's not right now. I just saw that and I was like, that's cool. Anyway, speaking of Canada,
Universal
briefly.
translator.
Yeah.
I'll kind of look at her and go, I've heard stories of your beauty, but none of them do it justice.
Oh goodness, you flatter. She's smiling at you. She kind of cocks her head at Quill.
Oh, hello. My name is Quillekikiokalee. I am from the planet Avis.
Planet. I see. I briefly thought you might be, of the Airy. But that is my mistake. It is you that I'm supposed to be dealing with, yes?
All of us, really.
Then please go ahead. I've given
we're a team.
Small bit of my time to Mr. Reimer here.
And we greatly appreciate your time. We seem to have been presented with a little bit of a challenge, and we're trying to get a little bit more information on some things, and wondering if you could help. If maybe you've heard of the Eye of Chaos? Have you heard of that at all?
The Eye of Chaos. I'm afraid it doesn't ring a bell.
That's quite all right. It's not been around too much, so we are also trying to get a little bit more on the cult of Eris.
Well, so that's obviously dealing in the Greek pantheon. My husband was briefly with the League and fought against Hades at one point, so I'm somewhat acquainted. Eris would be a domain of chaos. Oh, so is she the one with the eye, or that the eye is derived from?
We don't know. We think that she's the one who's trying to get it, or who put it out into the world to cause chaos. It's unclear.
I see. So, is the reason you're contacting myself and the other magical experts that this is a magical artifact? And how sure are you of that?
I mean, we're pretty sure. Above table, we kind of checked it out a bit. Do you want to rehash what we found
yes,
out?
so both you and Bertram have looked into it a little bit. Bertram got the impression that this was not magical, that it was something else, though you have seen it do things that your senses would say are magic. So it's done two things, at least. Bertram's not sure what the other thing is. He thinks technology might be able to stop it, because he doesn't really get magic all that much. Yeah, so it's kind of giving two results, magic and something else.
It's been a little bit of a puzzle. We think it could be sentient. We are of the possibility that it could be holding something that maybe nobody wants to get out. It could be used by someone who is sentient from a distance, but we've seen it do magical things, and it is made of metal, so it could be machine-based as well.
That is tricky. Now, one thing to consider is, even if it is not itself magic, it could be producing magic, which is a slight distinction, right? It's the power source versus the effect. So let's say it is, my best guess, some sort of reality warping thing, right? I was told a little about the concerns, and it does seem like a wish granting thing.
Seems that way.
So if someone were to want to use magic with it, then it would probably display as magic. If someone were investigating it and maybe would not want it to be magic, then it may not display as magic to them. It is sort of all things to all people, depending on what they want or expect, is my guess. I've seen weaker and smaller artifacts have this sort of trick to them, and usually not much else. Having it on a more powerful artifact is rather interesting.
And were those smaller artifacts considered magical?
Well, yes and no. I would say most problems can be dealt with magic, even if it is not itself magic. So
I would agree.
If you're trying to seal it away, obviously magic's an option there. There are tomes of Atlantean magical lore that deal with siphoning power from something. Dangerous, of course, because you can't always control the flow of such things. So it could be you're trying to, I would like to weaken this by like half. So I'm going to make another artifact and transfer the power there. Well, if you can't slow down that flow, you probably just blow up another artifact. But that is one method, is trying to divert the power into other things. So instead of one magical orb, you end up with lots of smaller, weaker ones that can then be destroyed or worked with.
We have some concerns of it affecting the people that are currently affected by it. Do you have any suggestions on that or thoughts on that?
Well, not to too much rely on what my own people do with the siphoning magic and everything. But if you were to do that, then you could maybe take a portion of its power and let them keep that tiny token of it to then get rid of the main thing. Like if you were to split it into smaller power sources, then you wouldn't have to destroy that little one. If it's fully connected, then destroying one might destroy the others. If you're able to divert and separate it, then you might not have to deal with the repercussions. I will say in general, if it's a cursed artifact and people are tied to it, I would sever that tie immediately. But obviously some people choose to remain cursed for whatever reason. There are many a hero who have borne curses for ages and used that power to fight evil. It is brave, and in my opinion, very stupid. But heroes often are.
I will try not to take offense to that. Is there anything specifically from your world that you think could be of assistance in this?
We have a mineral in the depths of Atlantis. We are very reluctant to give this away to anyone or use for anything, but it can be crafted into a powerful sort of, I guess, container for magical energy, whether to store this eye itself in it or to steal its power and put it into it. There is the ore is called orichalcum.
Orichalcum?
Yes. There are a few pronunciations.
Okay.
But and some other names it's known by in different parts of the world, but that is what we call it here in Atlantis. We don't have much of it, but if necessary, we would be able to lend that as well as our expertise in how to channel such magics.
That is greatly appreciated. I do kind of like the idea of being able to channel it into smaller spaces. It's definitely something that we can talk about. And I'm going to turn to the two of you. Do you, other than wanting to visit this wonderful place, do you have any other thoughts or questions?
You'd see Travis kind of hesitate and go, Your Majesty, I do have a request of a more personal nature.
Well, you have my personal time right now, thanks to someone's machinations.
Which
Go ahead.
I do apologize for it coming about this way.
It is no fault of your own.
There is an entity that's come to my attention recently that originated from Atlantis. And we are dealing with what seems to be at least one of his apostles or apprentices.
Gives you a look of some concern.
I do speak of Malador. But we
Yes.
are hard-pressed to find any information on him to try to help fight his apprentices.
A lot of what is known about Malador has been destroyed, both by himself and for those who are victimized by his schemes and quest for power. There are certainly some records here in Atlantis, most of them copied and I believe present at the Nerian Nexus already. The word of his apostles, his students, has largely been believed to be false. If you have evidence to the contrary, that would be quite interesting.
I will just take a deep breath and transform in front of her.
Quill leans
I'll
over to
stiffen.
Raven. Like,
Yeah.
didn't he tell you not to say the M word?
She kind of floats
Welcome to Revenant.
towards you. Yeah, right? This is the most dramatic way to do this. She looks... I see why the idea that this could be created by a student of his. I'm assuming this is another artifact that fell into your hands. How does this keep happening to your group specifically?
I do not have a memory of when this happened to me. It started when I was a child.
Well, that is not reassuring at all.
It happened when I was young, and shadowy powers just started manifesting. I thought it was me.
Shadows.
Recently, we ran into a robot of sorts that was trying to build itself a body. And the entity in the robot referred to me as one of the other apprentices.
Fascinating. These shadow powers. Show me.
Okay, I'll summon the shadow next to me.
It looms. It appears as it should. It basically, your shadow on the ground rises up, and it's got. I mean, it's always a little formless, but it's got little, jagged spikes, and it looks angry. Not that it's like giving a particular vibe, but it's kind of like it darkens the room in a very sinister way. Well, I assume you've looked into Malador quite a bit. One of his very popular, or most commonly used spells that still continues to this day is called the Shadow of Madrosis, channeling that particular shadow for various effects, usually binding or blasting. It is interesting to see this formed of shadow stuff, and your mask is very reminiscent of Malador's, in fact.
And I'll say, and I want to reassure you, I'm not seeking to further his ambitions. I just want to prevent any dangers that may come.
I should hope not. Here's what I'll say to you, as this is now a bit more pressing to me than this eye thing. The Malador has been a blight on our people for a long time. But what you should consider and maybe concern yourself with is Malador's mask. It's an artifact that traveled a bit. Those who got it were consumed and replaced by Malador. If a student created a similar mask and was able to replicate Malador's ability to live within the mask, perhaps consider the possibility that your mask may also contain an entity.
That would explain the whispers.
Again, you say very little to give me any sort of confidence in what's going on over in Emerald City. No offense meant.
I completely understand. My sister has similar sentiments. But I do the best to protect the city.
I've seen nothing but good the entire time I've known him.
Well, consider not only guarding your city, but also your own soul as well. Yes?
Agreed.
I'd like to move on to some business aside from Malador. If anyone has other things. She seems a little on edge now. Just a bit.
I'll just look at her and say I apologize for any slight I may have made by bringing him up, and then I'll just make it all disappear.
Gotcha. She nods and gives a kind of tight smile. She's not angry at you, but yeah, it's just uncomfortable.
Okay.
Yeah.
I go to brooding in the corner.
Oh no! Immediate brood.
Perfection.
The little like
a
lines
new
appear
ability to
over his
buy.
head.
Yeah, new ability to
Yeah,
buy.
yeah.
Quickness 2, limited to brooding. You can brood twice as fast as anyone around. Incredible stuff. She waits again.
You had. I know you were talking about splitting its power. But would there be any way to see if there is an entity trapped within the orb first before you start splitting it to pieces? Would there be any way to know for sure if there is something living inside of it?
We're trying to
Oh, well,
determine if it's malevolent,
have you tried-
malevolent or not.
Have you tried projecting yourself into the orb?
I don't think anyone has thought to do that. No.
It's dangerous. It would be more than reaching out mentally, even, as some are able to do. This would be sort of spiritually traveling into the realm, like the metaphysical layer of the eye itself.
If it is a prison of some sort keeping something in, and one of us went inside, how would we get back outside without bringing it with us?
Ooh, now that is some tricky spell work for sure. I suppose a strong enough tether to this world. So let's say you don't all go in, but those with a powerful bond or someone who can kind of attach themselves to something in this world would then be able to sort of be dragged up from the depths of the eye after entering it.
Is it a physical entering or just a spiritual one?
Suppose it depends on how you cast it. I don't think your physical body would be able to enter it. You could probably become non-physical and enter it, so your body would be gone in that sense. Or it could just be exiting your body to go into it, which does, a body is a decent tether to try to pull yourself back to as well, if you're strong enough of will.
Interesting.
Obviously, yeah, the methods you choose will determine a lot of how this goes for you. But adding more tools in the arsenal.
Every answer gives me more questions.
Isn't that the way with magic?
It is indeed.
I'm glad my powers are mostly like sonic and musical and a little less theory than what you get up to. I know magic, but I think outside of a few areas, you are definitely my better in the magical studies.
Well, I think we all have our strengths. How
This
are
is true.
you with going between realms? Going into different... Like if one was to, say, want to enter Hades' realm.
Ooh. Well, it's not really my area of expertise.
Okay.
But there are certainly people who specialize in such things.
Well, I really appreciate you coming, and I know it was not necessarily, something that you wanted to do, but we do appreciate it. Would there be a way for us to maybe contact you if we want to go about using this mineral? What would be the best way?
A scrying pool you could contact me through within the palace. It's in a room I don't often use for talking to the outside world. We stay quite busy, but if you were to contact me through there.
Wonderful. I appreciate that.
She kind of swirls her hands, and a little vial of very, very blue water is within it. And she can physically touch this, if nothing else in the room, and hands it over to you.
Uh-oh.
Pour that into whatever scrying pool you have. I will get an alert. It's not really usable often, but one use to contact me.
Thank you.
At that, I'll kind of look up and go, Your Majesty, does Sala know how to contain me if the worst comes to worst?
Sala is very well learned, but the area of Malador is rather touchy for him, even more so for me. His partner fought him for years. Malador's most recent return was when Adrian Eldritch got his powers as Master Mage, and they fought the entirety of Adrian's remaining life. Sala being his partner, the subject of Malador is very difficult for him. I don't know that he could contain you.
Do you know how? Could you share that with him?
I think as far as power goes, as well as proximity to you, there is someone in this room who's probably the best suited for containing you.
I would look over at Raven and go, good. I just want contingencies in case.
Quill cracks her knuckles and then realizes and then realizes that is not what you meant. Like, okay.
Love it.
Quill, if your people are ever seeking alliances on Earth, you would do well to know that my kingdom rules a large majority of the Earth, actually.
I'm not sure that's going to be needed. I think we're looking to just hang out here.
That's fair.
Yeah. Is there anything we can do for you in regards to what seems to be this connection that Revenant has? And is there anything that is helpful?
Keep us apprised of the situation. If anything happens to Revenant or to that mask, please let us know. For our part, we will stay quiet about it and not... There are certain elements in Atlantis who would be very interested in going after someone with any sort of connection to Malador. I can make sure that doesn't happen.
We appreciate that.
I appreciate it. I have enough people in line right now, including my family.
Oh. Family can be difficult.
We would actually... I'm going to kind of like tap the vial. I know you gave me this for scrying. If you'd like to maintain a closer relationship and receive updates and things like that more often, just let us know how we can facilitate that.
Certainly. We have some agents on the surface world that might be easy to contact. My teenage son actually lives in the surface world right now.
Oh, wonderful.
Attending the Claremont Academy, if you're familiar.
Very nice. Do you have people keeping an eye on him?
Oh yes, we're friends with the headmaster.
Wonderful. If you want, I can add him to our search parameters that we have running all the time. If you want us to have an extra eye.
I appreciate it, but I don't think it'll be necessary. Thank you for the offer.
You're welcome.
If that's all, and the smoke begins to form again.
I'll do kind of a little bow again.
Same. I'll even go deeper than before.
Hey, yo. Okay. She begins to fade away into transparency. The nod. So knock at the door.
Come in, Reimer.
I was gonna make him wait a minute.
Oh, that's not in a very friendly spirit, now is it? Forgot me lighter. All done with the queen then.
Yes.
Indeed.
Good answers found, or not so much?
I mean, it was okay.
You've two folk left to choose from. Dragon Eye and Gatekeeper. Both out of California, actually.
Nice.
Okay, let's do this.
Alright, which one do you want?
Give us Dragon Eye.
Dragon Eye it is.
What do we
And
know
this-
about Dragon Eye?
Dragon Eye used to live in Emerald City as one of the Sentinels. He is part of a legacy of Dragon Eyes. It's formerly it was sort of the villainous magical group in Emerald City. So there was always one as part of a family that was part of the Golden Dragon Society that would kind of lord over that gang. And Dragon Eye was the first one in that family line who was actually a good person. And he joined up with the Sentinels and eventually left. It is also known that he briefly dated or tried to date Mongoose, another hero in Emerald City.
Tried to, huh?
Yeah, she followed him to California and is back in Emerald City, not with him, so not really sure of the tea there, but some exists, surely. Otherwise, one of his big things is astral projection. He's good at. His magical effects all have sort of a dragon motif. So whenever he blasts things, it's like this ethereal golden dragon that comes from him. And yeah, he's got a cool little domino mask. He's wearing like a gi and then like some ceremonial robes over it. He's very red and gold themed.
Very cool.
He's a very cool guy. Yeah, I like him. I'm about it. He's a favorite.
So right before we call, I'm just gonna kind of turn to the two of you. I feel like there's something we're not asking.
Magical evil orb, and we didn't ask the queen about the cult, did we? And okay, so magical evil orb, goddess cult, and apparently Revenant's shadow thingies are bad. I didn't know that. You don't look bad to me at all.
Thank you. I try not to be.
Not with that rank of attractive, he doesn't. I don't actually remember if he has it, but
I don't, unfortunately.
I'm sure
He'll-
he's handsome.
maybe he'll be attractive one day.
Right.
Fantastic.
He's just famous.
He's just famous.
Famous.
I don't know if there was anything else.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'm just a little distracted. All right, let's do it. Bring him in. Let's see this fancy golden boy.
The fancy golden boy begins appearing. However, in Emerald City, you arrive on the scene as this is not the right character. Hold on. There we go. As some people in these sort of mechanized samurai armor are standing down the alleyway, peering back at you. We're just kind of cut directly back into the action, and I'll have the two of you roll initiatives. I'm assuming you show up with your own laser katanas?
Yes, of course.
Okay. What you need to know about the laser katanas, they are strength-based damage 3.
Okay.
Oh,
So you'll
That's
add your
much
strength.
worse than me punching.
It is, unfortunately. They also can be used as blasting instead, and they do have accurate on it, so they are a +4 plus whatever dex you have, and this is damage 6. So probably also lower than what you can
Yeah,
do. on
yeah,
your
yeah.
own. But hey, you're
What if
using
you punch him with the sword?
Look, I was just planning to basically use a sword as a flare and still punch people, was the idea. I don't know how
like
skilled
it.
she actually is with a sword.
She would be her fighting plus her close attack.
Okay.
That would be
That's
yeah.
actually not bad.
on the sword, yeah. So
Mhm.
I think Gabe would probably be really great with a sword. I'm not sure, but
he's going to kind of wield it like he wields his baton. So let's see how he
yeah.
does. Yeah.
These are the sort of people I think that Tally could kind of fight with worse attacks. There are exactly 2 of them versus the 2 of you as well, just because I would like to give you a fun little showdown.
Mhm.
They stand ready.
I think she's like having fun with the sword and she's like kind of bobbing back and forth like a Mortal Kombat game.
Roll initiatives, gang.
I rolled
Like,
that.
yeah,
say, I'm
By
kinda
gang,
doing the
I mean
same
2
thing.
people.
Don't you worry about my initiative. It was so bad.
Well, I will
21.
treat these as 2
She's too
different
busy
ones.
trying to pose like a fighting game character, I think.
What did you get, Gabe? Sorry.
21.
21.
I got a
Beautiful.
17.
17. Why are the 2 of you so slow?
Like I said, I think I'm just distracted trying to look like a fighting game character.
Yeah.
Should I think
I'm
I'm
kinda
hitting
doing
more
this.
poses? Yeah, I think we're just kind of stunning on them for a little bit, and that's why we're
I
a
was gonna say,
little-
y'all are faster than. Well, one of them goes before Slipstream. The other one got a nat 20 just to end up with the same result as Gabe.
Love that.
Okay.
He will be called Samurai. You know, instead of 1 and 2, I'm gonna do blue and red, like blue Oni, red Oni,
hmm
for my own enjoyment.
Okay.
Samurai blue, samurai red. Just give
It's
me this.
important. It's
Just let me have
important.
this.
I'm so sorry, I don't know your reference.
Oh, okay. It's a whole the red Oni, blue Oni trope. Some people know it. Thanks.
I'm
Thanks,
sure.
those
I'm
of you.
so sure.
All right, Gabe, you are first. They
All
look
right.
like they are like accustomed to fighting together.
Hmm.
Can you describe them?
So
don't
these
remember.
look like sort of very typical samurai armor type. Like it looks like a samurai, except the skin is also silver because it's a whole like full suit. So it's bulkier than a normal person. It looks
Oh.
yeah, and they have like these beam sabers essentially, they're not lightsabers. They don't look like something from Star Wars. They look like the beam sabers from Gundam. Yeah, so they're using those, and yeah,
Those are nasty.
a
Okay.
little bulky. And not pristine. There is a villain called the not Silver Samurai, the Steel Shogun here in Emerald City that is like a very fancy looking one. This looks kind of like a knockoff of that with like sort of ad hoc pieces and welded together bits. So it's not all one uniform color.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They're not like these power suit people that we fought before.
They're not the power core. This is
Okay.
yeah, this is very particularly stylized.
Are they doing anything when we get there?
You see that they basically have sliced into a small automotive shop and have like wrecked it essentially. People are fleeing the scene and they're kind of just standing there imposingly, like they are sending a message that whoever owned the shop is
Okay.
not welcome.
All right, cool. So we arrive. I jump off my bike, kind of do this pose thing more for look than anything else.
Yeah,
I approach
kind of
one guy.
do like a big whirl around of my
Yeah.
like leg, big sweep as I like
Yeah.
pose.
And by the way, on the way, I think Tally and I were just talking about doing something.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that,
no,
so
we were absolutely
yeah.
just
Discussing.
discussing how to pose.
That's right, because the sword's the thing. So I walk up to the guy, right, and I kind of do this thing above my head, and then I just kick him square in the chest.
All right. Yeah, you close the distance really quickly. He's kind of. We'll see how thrown off he was by it. But yeah, go ahead and roll that to
Roll.
hit.
Plus a distraction roll.
Well,
We might be joking around too much. here.
yeah, exactly.
The death of Mecha Ochre, the ultimate sacrifice.
Oh
That
shoot,
issue
I
is
forget
now.
the numbers. Can I just use my spear? Let's see.
Yeah, we'll just count the spear for the accuracy.
Plus 12. Oh, it's the same thing anyway. 15
15 total?
total.
Oh.
I
Okay.
did not roll well.
He sidesteps your lunge. Your like kick. Basically, you just kind of step and he gets out of the way. So it just looks like you advanced on him, not like you missed a kick. It's that whole like repositioning almost.
Okay.
But yeah, it misses.
I'm sure my joke move will work. So
Samurai Blue will go ahead and swing at Mecha Ochre, who just swung at him.
Oh, okay, good. I got blue.
Do. Oh no. Is everyone going to be trading terrible attacks here?
Awesome.
This is.
we
This
really
is-
through them off with our entrance.
That's
I
I'm
think.
guessing you did. A 12 misses you. Absolutely. Yeah. So that's a miss. And that would bring us to Tally.
Okay. Tally is gonna like stand stock still with like the sword at the ready and is with the red samurai and is just gonna do like the anime like samurai move of she's gonna dash forward and slice at
You
the
didn't
same
even
time.
realize you were dead. Perfect. Yeah. Are you hitting with the sword or are you hitting with the punch? How much are you leaning into this? I'm beating you with.
I
your
want to
weapon
try and
stick.
use the sword. If it doesn't work, she's immediately gonna switch to punch. But at least
I
for now,
respect.
it's cool.
I respect it.
Oh, that was a good hit. So I don't. For it to hit, this would kind of remain the same, right?
You're probably more accurate with your punch. I don't know. I don't know if you put points in unarmed, but this is
My
not
unarmed
unarmed.
attack is plus 11.
Okay. What is your
I've-
fighting plus close attack ranks?
Oh,
Not for unarmed.
What is my close attack range? I'm so sorry.
If you have any, it would be under your advantages.
Oh, then I do not have that.
Okay. So it'll just be your fight.
Okay.
Your fighting.
Which is a 6.
What does that bring your total to?
21.
21 is a hit.
Sweet.
Well done. Well done. The damage on the sword is...
I'm so sorry for making you use all these novel items.
Is 3 plus your strength.
Okay.
What is your strong?
4.
If I remember
So
correctly.
it'd be
4,
7 total.
7. Cool. So he's saving us at 22. That's actually pretty tough for him. He ain't the strongest. Okay, so the laughter of a child. You manage to slice into his armor, and he does take a -1 to future toughness saves. You do
Great.
the thing and end up a decent distance away from him at the same time, if you would like.
Yes.
All right, Samurai Red is injured. Just a little bit. We'll do one more round of combat here. So everyone gets another turn before we hop back over to the other gang. Gabe, it's back to you.
All right.
Your kick failed, but you just saw Tally do an awesome thing with a sword.
So I for just a split second, my foot is still outstretched where I tried to kick, and I turned to Tally to say, "Nice one! Check this out!" And I hop on the foot that I kicked, which is my right one, and I do this little spin, almost like a graceful ballerina a spin, but not quite. And then I swing and try to slice him across the chest with the sword.
Okie doke.
Oh, I got
Roll
a
it.
shit spin. And,
Roll them bones.
Oh, well, I don't know where that dice went. Sweet. 27.
Okie doke. That is definitely a hit.
Cool. DC 23.
23. Okay. You go to slice into his armor, similarly to how Tally managed to, and he gets his sword up just in time, and you're kind of like pressing it back to him, so it's starting to like sizzle on his armor. But thanks to the assist of the sword, he's actually able to tank this hit with a near nat 20 from him.
Wow.
He's going to swing back at you. There is a horrible trend of me rolling excellently for the defense of my enemies that I use, but not the attack. So, have a shiny, fancy, beautiful hero point, and he's going to swing again at you.
Free hero point?
For Gabe. Not for you.
No, I know. I'm just saying in the sense of like,
I'll take it.
did he miss again?
No. Unfortunately, not free this time. This is a 24 now to hit. Please.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That hit.
All right, DC
my toughness
21
Oh, wait, I roll, right? For
Yep.
defense?
for the toughness. Yes.
For toughness, yeah. I didn't do that. Sorry. Ugh. 11. This dice needs to go away.
11 total on your toughness check.
Yep, I'm still in Gabe form, by the way.
You are still in game form. Oh no, your toughness is much lower. That makes sense. I was like, man, that's a pretty rotten roll.
Yeah, I think I think we're messing around too much.
You said it was an 11.
The jokes
11.
are too much.
Yeah.
So failed by 2 degrees. Almost 3, and you get a -1, and you are dazed.
Dang it. Okay.
It kind of surprises you. He holds off this one attack by you and kind of pushes you back, and you're not used to like really working with a weapon of this size. Like the length is kind of throwing you off because you're usually a spear guy, and it just makes you overbalance just a touch, and he swings in and bites into your flesh, your fleshy human self. Mostly human.
Mostly.
Slipstream.
Oh my gosh, Gabe, be careful! And as she runs back, she's gonna run up along the wall and kind of jump off. And instead of, this is more flavor-wise, but instead of punch everyone, slice everyone, the 2 people in the area, obviously not her friend, and then but I think it'll still be punch. But she's trying to also. She's punching she's holding the handle and
punching with it,
doing this to make a slicing effect.
Adorable. It's like basically you're like hammer fisting them, but the sword is there.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, go for it. That is a dodge check from them first.
Oh right. I don't think I rolled for that. I forgot. I thought I rolled for that. Yes. Punch everyone. DC 23.
Okay. Ah. Okay, that's for the dodge DC 23.
I guess. I don't know. It's not. It doesn't say that it's a dodge check specifically. I thought that this one was. Do I roll and then that's.
Let me see. I have your sheet.
Oh, no. Yeah, it's saying attack resistance DC 23. I assume it's dodge.
There it is. Okay. Yeah, I see. So DC 16 on the dodge. That's a couple of fails. And then the toughness is the
23.
DC 23. Yeah. Okay. I will say, because alphabet, blue goes first. Blue tanks the hit again. This one that Gabe was engaged with is just like surviving everything. Red, unfortunately, is at another -1 and is actually staggered. He is having a heck of a time without getting too spicy with language.
So I'll just use my hero point that we started off with to just kind of go again.
Do it again.
And do another punch everyone.
I like it. Okay. Dodge checks. One success, actually.
Ooh.
And incredible. Samurai Blue once again tanks it. Nothing. Sorry, he got a 19 and then a nat 20. He's a god. And then Blue is staggered a second time and is out.
Or red, yeah.
What is this? Oh, yeah, Red, sorry. Red is done. Out of initiative. And he was going to be next. So we'll cut back to the other group before ending this. Yeah.
I think it's just after that is she just looks at the blue one that looks at Gabe. What's this guy made of? Did they invest more in one than the other?
I will say, as the red falls, he's like going back. His armor is like, slightly crumpled. He's losing it. His sword goes like flying end over end, and Blue catches it and has 2 swords now.
I enter another fighting position.
Battlefield promotion. Not a mechanic that exists in this game until tonight. You're here for an exclusive, gang. We cut back to Dragon Eye standing before our heroes in Freedom City. Raven. Good to see you. He is sitting cross-legged, floating in front of you. Looks like he was already doing this at home and now is continuing it.
Nice to see you again. Sorry it's under these weird circumstances, but this is the life, I guess, right?
This is the life. I see you're helping me get rid of a favor from Reimer. I actually really, really appreciate that.
Yeah.
And please,
I
formalities
don't even need to know
aside,
any details.
Yeah, you can just call me Larry. You don't have to call me Dragon Eye.
Oh, cool. Well, I'm still Raven, but you knew that.
I do indeed. How can I help you
let
today,
me
Raven?
introduce you to, you know Revenant, but let me introduce you to Quill.
Quillekikiokalee.
Raven knows how to say this name. Shannon is still struggling with it. Quillekikiokalee.
Just kind of. Oh, hello.
He nods.
Good to see you again,
floating?
man.
He is floating.
Oh, she doesn't see wings.
There are no wings, but there is kind of like... You feel almost like your vision is a little... Like there's almost like a mirage effect going on, because as he's floating there, you basically see a dragon outline around him sometimes, just kind of like glitter into existence and out.
I'll
Just
mimic
for
him.
fun. I was just gonna say the same thing. Just for fun. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm just gonna float up and
Yep.
gross applesauce.
He's like,
Oh,
why do people always
Oh.
do this?
It's just like flying.
It's
mm,
it's one of those things that's really like comfortable when people like they don't think to do it all the time, but it's relaxing.
Really, I don't know why I don't do this more.
it's great. Flying is great, and she brings out like her wings, and just kind of like. Like a I don't need magic to do it type of thing.
Just flexing real quick.
Yeah,
Just
just
flexing. I love
stretches
it.
her wings, tucks them back in. And I think it's really funny how she's the only person on the ground currently,
But with wings.
but with
Yeah.
wings, yeah.
I
Yeah.
love it.
And still about the same height. Yeah. So I'm sorry to hear about Mongoose.
Ooh. Let's not talk about that.
Raven,
I've been there.
why would you start with that?
Just get it out of the way, you know? like,
he's smiling, but he's like shaking his head. He's like, we don't need to touch on that.
all right.
You know, Raven. Sorry.
It's fine.
Oh, did
Yeah.
somebody die?
Just
In a matter
love.
of speaking.
Oh, I am sorry for your loss.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah. On that note, what have you heard about the Eye of Chaos?
Ah, yes, the Eye of Chaos. You actually asked me to look into this a while back. Obviously, the main eye that I am familiar with in Emerald City is Dragon Eye. But looking further into it, yes, there was sort of the secret organization of heroes. Their legacy had been buried for years, as was basically the memory of what happened to them, and the memory of their villains, including the former wielder of the Eye of Chaos. So, what little I learned of him was that he was able to use the Eye to alter reality in short spans. He turned the mayor of a city into a goat at one point, I believe. A lot of transformation, a lot of making things look like one thing when they were something else, or briefly changing the laws of nature and gravity in an area. It seems often when he was defeated that everything he did kind of returned to normal.
Interesting. Where do we think the eye went for? Like, where's it been this whole time?
That is the tricky bit. No one knows when it came into the possession of Daddy Dada. I'm so upset by that name.
Really,
I guess
it's awful.
villains were just built different back then, weren't they?
Maybe he had a daddy complex.
I have to assume.
I feel like that's probably pretty common on the villain side.
Yeah, not just the villain side. But I digress. Yeah, we're not sure. He had to have gotten it from somewhere.
Clearly.
We believe it was stolen from a museum initially.
Right.
Like even he stole it, and then it ended up in yet another museum. It just seems like this
Oh.
thing keeps traveling to museums in different circumstances. Has it been causing trouble since you got it?
Just a little bit. Yeah.
The normal amount of one of your relics?
Yeah, it kind of tried to get me to take it out of the vault, and then it took over Revenant for a little bit, and then he tried to attack Raven, and that was a whole thing.
Yeah, that was
I
a fun
pinned
day.
her. I didn't attack. I pinned her. I made sure not to attack.
It lashed out.
I do want to make a note that my pinning worked, and Raven's didn't.
You know,
Oh, I'm afraid I misspoke.
still too soon.
actually. It wasn't at a museum whenever he stole it. So what I am understanding was that he looted it from a Persian temple. So it was in that region initially. Not sure before that, or if it was created in Persia, but that is where he got it on a university expedition.
The cultural identity of this orb is becoming very muddled.
I agree with that sentiment. Yeah.
My guess is that it isn't tied to any of them specifically and has just been bouncing around, getting adopted and considered different things apart from what it actually is.
Well, going from power to power, and maybe some of that power was from the eye.
True.
Going from temple to temple or museum, maybe that's why it's been perceived, it's a powerful artifact that is boosting
Going
whoever's
to
using
other
it.
places of power. Very interesting.
Could,
Mhm.
and this is just supposition,
Yeah.
could this have been tied to Alexander the Great? Because he gained power very quickly and made it over to Persia, and that's kind of where he went. Yeah.
It's not impossible. But what is
I
when
feel
it
like
comes
we
to
just have a bucket of
granted?
names right now that we're just shaking around with.
Well, what names could use more clarity? He asks.
Um,
The cult of
Eris?
Eris. So let's narrow in on that if you want. Eris, obviously, chaos. Jumping off of what you were saying, places of power. Someone like Eris trying to act on the world would need to be in a place of concentrated power that ties to her. So, what is a place full of chaos or randomness, decay? Those are all things that are kind of having to do with chaos. If you're looking to track down her agents or where the cultists might meet in Emerald City, those are the places you would want to look. Or if she herself, assuming this is a real god hiding out on our plane of existence, she would probably be staying close to areas of randomness. Do you have in Emerald City any casinos? I'm just kind of spitballing. Anywhere random, or where great catastrophes have happened in the city? Any sort of trouble, great cataclysmic events?
We have a giant world-ending robot.
That sounds pretty promising. Telex, yeah.
And the city has definitely become way more chaotic recently.
yes.
It's true. Yeah, well, they're probably trying to create other areas of chaos by doing that to spread her influence or give her more kind of like nodes of power to operate from. So if the streets are spilling out into chaos, it's so she can more easily affect those areas.
Interesting. But she would probably, they'd need a home base to operate out of.
Mhm.
I would think so. Although a group as scattered as them might prefer just hopping from place to place, you would have to assume there's some repeats where they cause trouble and kind of return to use that already chaotic energy.
They're probably down at that seedy part of town.
Ooh.
That's so gauche, though. Like,
Magic can be that way, certainly. I'm trying
like
to
why?
think of other areas
thinking.
that might be. I would just think of places that you have dealt with anything specifically chaotic or random, or other places where like reality was warped.
Oh, the Looking Glass gang in the
The
park.
Looking Glass, yes, in the park. But that was right in the middle of the park, in the middle of town. Wasn't it?
Yep.
Maybe a place to keep your eye on. Have you checked in on there at night or anything?
I don't think so.
We've been busy.
Understandably, yeah. I think part of why you've been so busy is that this person claiming to be Eris is trying to keep your eyes off of things.
And honestly, a lot has been happening down at the museum.
Right.
We've had 2 or 3 different things pop up there.
Now,
Well,
another
that was
thing.
close to the eye, too.
Oh, that could be another reason. Another option, and I'm not saying this is a good idea, but you could also create an area of chaos to lure Eris into working from there. So, if you wanted, and I don't, again, every precaution you can take, but let's say you take the eye away from its very, very safe place right now. Raven, I truly believe this place we are now, or your place, probably 2 of the safest you can get right now.
Agreed.
Well, I want to caveat that is we have started noticing weird changes around the mansion.
Yeah.
The gargoyles have started looking weird.
So,
It's definitely affecting wherever it is. And you know how locked tight the vault is. And
yeah,
it's still affecting
But if it's-
outside of the vault.
if it's turning your base into a place of chaos on its own without trying
Bring
to
it.
use it, they could just end up at your door. This gang, this cult.
Well, we could just fortify.
True. So that is
It's not a bad idea.
Those are the options, as I would say it. Either, I didn't finish. I would say take the eye out, use it somewhere, and it would probably create a zone that's very attractive to the cult. Use it, hide it away, and then catch them when they go to use the place you've made. But if not for that, then you've kind of got a ticking time bomb. They'll show up at your door the longer it sticks around.
Do you have any experience with shutting these things down? Removing its power?
The most I've done is I've traveled to sort of other dimensions. Astral projection and travel is probably what I would call my specialty. Disabling it from within. If it's got a power source inside of it, you could journey into the actual realm that exists inside it. If it is like a world of power within, you could try to destroy it from the inside. That would, yeah.
How would you protect yourself before you went in?
I would make sure that I have people I trust on the outside performing whatever ritual it took to pull me back out of it. So I would get another magic person, equally skilled, equally understanding, someone I could forge a magical bond with that could try to pull me out.
Noted. We appreciate your help.
Of course. I've got a real soft spot for Emerald City. I would like to return someday. Not like permanently. I've visited since we made our move, but it was nice while we were there.
Raven's house
You're
always
always
has a bed
welcome.
for you.
Yep.
Of course, I've stayed there before on visits. Nice place.
Mm-hmm.
We've got some new toys in the back too.
Oh, fun.
Indeed.
Well, my time runs short. Is there anything else I can help you with?
No, I think we're good. If I need you, I just send you a text.
Just send me a text. Absolutely.
Alrighty. It was good to see you.
You as well. Take care, Revenant. Don't get in too much trouble.
Oh, but you know me.
And I do. Unfortunately. And yeah. I think Rocky wanted to meet up with you sometime soon.
Ooh.
You know, he's a bit of a glory hound, too. Quillekikiokalee, quite pleased to meet you as well.
Ooh, he got the name right first try.
And
Show
he
off.
vanishes in a puff of smoke. As the smoke clears, with 2 sabers, stands a samurai back in Emerald City. It is Gabe's turn.
All right. So after getting hit, he's kind of kneeling down just a little bit. He says, "Nice one," under his breath, and he says, "Let's go." And he kind of gets up and he does his and he is now Mecha Ochre, and he stands up, reaches behind with his baton. "Game on, dude!" And he goes ahead and
2
does a swing.
Incredible. Okay. What you got?
Yeah. Good mode. 12, 21.
21 is a hit. I'm rolling toughness
23
now.
DC.
Ooh. Math time. Okay. Oh, he already had a -1. Oh no, he did.
Oh wait,
He's-
don't I get
he's been the one.
minuses? Don't I?
Not for your attacks. You're good. It's just for
Oh,
taking
right,
hits,
okay.
so you're good. He has a -1 and is dazed. He looks surprised, but kind of recognizes your might and the fact that you two are squaring off in double weapon combat. Sally, it is
Yeah.
around this time. Oh, actually, it's Samurai Blue's turn, but I will say another thing does happen.
Okay.
Joining the fray is basically some folks with guns, not more samurai, but you know, just a random gunfight to distract Slipstream from the duel. Full disclosure, Samurai Blue goes and with 2 swords does a sweeping sort of spin move at Mecha Ochre. Ooh. Now I'm rolling high on attacks. So I have Slipstream's sheet open. Let me not use that attack. 23
23.
versus your parry plus 10.
It does get past my parry. I think. Yeah.
And then
I'm
you'll
not
roll
sure how to apply the
toughness.
mecha parts, but I'll roll the toughness. What's the total? It's so I got. Is it in mecha mode +6 plus?
Oh, you're impervious?
Yeah. Or how does that work?
So attacks that are rank 3 or lower, because it cuts your impervious in half for whatever reason. Attacks of 3 or lower, you don't even have to roll against. They just automatically bounce off of you.
Oh, I see.
It gives you immunity to those. I hear that's being reworked in the upcoming 4th edition.
Ah. Okay, so I'm gonna roll, and I still add 9.
Yep, you add your toughness.
Oh, okay. I thought I had better toughness for that. Okay, here goes.
I think you're an
Ooh, nice.
11-9 split, right?
It doesn't have those numbers in there, but that's okay.
Oh, nar.
Jack, you got
Uh,
a plus circumstance bonus just now. From devious.
Oh, wow. How many?
2.
+5
Plus-
circumstance.
Oh, plus 5.
Oh, okay.
I can't.
Holy cow.
I hear wrong numbers sometimes.
31.
31. You receive no damage, as now it is not
Thanks,
cutting
Jack.
into the fleshy flesh of Gabe, but the armor of Mecha Ochre. Slipstream, it is your turn. There is what I would call a skill challenge for you
Ooh.
of rescuing folk and dealing with the gunman. I will say you can choose an applicable skill or attack or power to roll with, and we'll see what happens from there.
I have improved disarm.
You do.
I feel like that is exactly what this is for. It's just kind of running around
Fantastic.
high speed disarming minions.
Nice. Yeah, I will say for this one, yeah, just roll it like a normal unarmed, and I'll slap a little penalty on it, and so you can apply it to everybody. We're not gonna like worry about trying to build it as a multi-attack or anything. Right now. Making it
21.
a 21.
Mm-hmm.
I know your strength, so I'm gonna have them resist versus that. Hitting them is child's play. And I'll just kind of generally lump a few of the groups or a few of the minions together for the rolls to make it easier. You zoom in, grab a bunch of guns from some. I will say, at one instance, as you're approaching, one of them manages to get a shot off. During this action, I'll let you roll a dodge, though, for this.
Okay. Does it seem like to be heading towards a civilian?
No, this is just for you to avoid it.
It's straight. Okay. Otherwise, I wouldn't be dodging that if it were heading towards someone.
Yeah, I figured.
Oh, I'm gonna dodge that. I'm 31.
31.
Mm-hmm.
Roll me a dexterity check.
Okay. That's not high. Okay, but I rolled high. Dexterity, just straight dexterity is 19.
Yep. 19 total. With your speed and the fact that you have ranks and quickness, and you literally just dodged a bullet, I will say you can actually catch it if you would like.
Yes, I was about to ask.
Yeah. You
That's
catch
cool.
it. And yeah, the gunmen are sufficiently like this is the last one that still had a gun from the disarm, and seeing you catch it and just like you're in front of him, he just drops it.
And then I just kind of with the bullet, after grabbing all these guns and then catching the bullet, just drops it in front of him. Next time, just mail those to me over the post. It'll get to me at the same rate, okay? It'll get to me all the same with the same effectiveness. Don't worry.
Wow. All right, Gabe, it is back to you.
Woohoo! All right, I just smacked the guy in the chest. I'm gonna kind of swing around with my leg and attempt to kick him in the head.
We like a head kick.
Head kick for what number is that? Oh, okay, 13 plus. Yeah, 25.
Ooh, 25, and he's starting to get some injuries stacking up here. So his total is math. Another 2 degrees on his part.
All right, and then I'm gonna use a hero point to take another action. I am going to, as my leg hits him in the side of the head, I'm going to jump up and kick him with my other leg in the chest.
I love how kicky he is in combat.
I know.
Your description of his fighting style like gives you a really good mental image of
Cool.
the way he rolls.
Same again. So 25.
25 is once again, yeah. Okay, he's rolling better, but his results are ending up the same because of his minuses that are stacking up. So yeah, he's rocking a -3 now, and he is dazed.
And he, Mecha will, kind of, as he kicks, pushes off, he lands on his backhands and then pushes and just kind of poof, lands back on his feet. You know, with the hero pose. Yeah.
We stand a hero pose. All right, he's going to swing back at you. He's completely just not about Tally. He is locked in combat with you. Uh-oh. Is this the beginning of the end for him? With a 15, he's going to miss you. Swings wide. Tally, it is your turn. You have disarmed all the people. What do you want to do?
I think seeing as he's finishing this up over there, I think she's just gonna go in for a setup for Mecha Ochre. And go in, I think the skill could I do with like an athletics skill, I guess it would be? Or how would this work in combat?
So you can aid.
Okay.
Which would be like basically, putting him in position to do something. You're rolling your attack against a DC 10, and depending on the degrees of success, you can either give a 2 to Gabe or a 5 to Gabe.
Sounds good. We'll do that. So just a straight attack if I were punching him?
Yep. But you give the benefit to Gabe instead.
Yep. Okay. That's a 13. Plus 11, 24.
24? Yeah, that is enough for... Is that 3 degrees? That might be enough to give the plus 5. Yeah. You are able to give a plus 5 bonus to Gabe's next attack.
And I think it's in the form of she kind of quickly puts the guns into a random trash can that she will note to bring to a police station later and kind of tie it off. Then she runs over and does kind of this slide into the backs and just kick at the knees of the guy just to get him a little bit off kilter.
I'll say as you slide past and do that, part of the distraction is that he reflexively tries to like stab at you, so he jams his swords into like the ground and you hear the sizzling and it's like melting, but he completely misses you, but it leaves him open just enough for when it swings back around to Mecha Ochre's turn.
All right, so I gotta figure out how to describe these moves better, but basically, so he's got his sticks and he's going to kind of do this, whoosh, spin around and come down, poof, on top of the guy on his head.
Heck yeah.
It's a good place. 19.
19?
Oh, plus.
Plus?
Wait. Yeah, because did I get a plus 5 or something?
Plus
Oh
5.
yeah, you do. Plus 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 24.
Nice. Yeah, definitely a hit. Oh no. That's with a lot of minuses. He's at 3 minuses, which means the total subtracted from the die, he's got a big ol' 1. So 25, 20, 15, 10. All right. With this attack, he jams the swords down, trying to get past Slipstream. She slides past him, kicks him, throws him off balance a little bit. He looks up just in time to see the attack coming. Starts to bring up his swords to try to like either slice your leg or block this hit with the hilts. Not fast enough. Your attack comes down, smacks into the helmet. You hear a crack, and he goes sprawling back onto his back with some damage on the helmet of the suit.
Yes.
If you're going to hit anyone in the head that hard, at least it's someone who's helmeted at the moment. You have incapacitated him, and we go back to Freedom City. The last person left to summon after Dragon Eye is known as Gatekeeper. Gatekeeper is an interesting one. His magic comes from the fact that he has been chosen by a group called the Door Wardens. What this means is he is someone who has mystical keys that can take him to other realms. He is all about travel. He can go to other dimensions. He can get anywhere very quickly, holding up a key, turning it, ending up in another place. And so for this one, he does not appear in smoke. A door is suddenly in the room, and he steps through it.
I was about to
He's
ask. Sorry, out of character. This isn't the same guy that helped teleport us earlier for the kaiju.
No, that was Vortex.
Okay.
This one is more like physical doors, kind of, that pop up. This one steps through. He's got, like, the domino mask as well. Blue. A lot of blue motif. He's got a cowl that is blue. The inside, if you look into it, looks like the cosmos, basically. It's like an infinite, almost portal type thing as he floats. And he it's very slight build. Sounds young. Not like teen young, but like he's early adult. And he... Raven, hello.
How are you?
Doing all right. A little busy. Well, I was. Dealt with it, but good to see you. It's been a little bit.
It's been a while. Yeah. What have you been up to?
The door warden's bidding. Dodging people suggesting that I could become the next master mage. Don't want that job. Got a bad enough boss as it is.
Yeah, nobody wants that job.
I feel like you missed an opportunity by not calling yourself the Keymaster.
Copyright. Although now everyone thinks I'm the guy that's keeping everyone out of their fandoms. That's not the idea either. It is what it is. I guess in a way, I'm keeping people out of the Earth fandom because I block off other dimensions from getting here a lot of the time. But Raven, I hear you're having a problem from frickin' Thomas over there.
Frickin' Thomas. You got that right.
Frickin' Thomas.
Yeah.
Doubt he's up to any good, Thomas.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't know why I let him in the first interview. We kicked him out after that, thanks to... Let me introduce you to our new friend, Quillekikiokalee.
Hello.
Hi. I'm not going to try to butcher that name, but it's nice to meet you.
Call me Quill. That's okay.
Quill. I'm gatekeeper. I'm a little torn on the whole
You're
secret
not.
identity thing.
Gates, they're doors, though. You're the doorkeeper.
You're not wrong. Yeah, the people I work for call it the Door Wardens. I pass through a dimension called the Dimension of Doors, and my name is Gatekeeper. It's a reference to the Golden Gate Bridge. But...
Oh, I've been there.
Have you?
Yes.
Oh, well, if you're ever in the
Let's
area again...
see.
Actually, I don't know how you would find me, but maybe I'll see you. Yeah, so Raven, what's the problem?
So, question on how your power works, I guess. Can you just go anywhere? Like, do you need to have the key to wherever you're going, or
I
how does this work?
do. So I can get any key to go anywhere. Sometimes the tough part is if there's a door. There's not a door to everywhere. Sometimes they're hard to find or sealed. But if there's a door, I can go through it.
Interesting. That might come in handy. What do you know about the Eye of Chaos?
The Eye of Chaos. I know nothing about the Eye of Chaos. I'm so sorry. I'm very new to this job.
That's okay.
Eye of
Right.
Chaos. Eye of Chaos.
What
in
what
Earth.
about
Sorry,
the-
we're in my Earth. Cool. So I know there have been Eyes of Chaos in other dimensions, actually.
That's
so there is one
interesting.
confirmed here. That's interesting.
Yeah. Is it possibly the same one, crossing dimensions?
Maybe. That is something the Door Wardens would probably notice if it had passed into here. If it originates here, then maybe not.
I'm gonna go like this with my phone and show a picture of what it looks like.
Interesting. What does it do?
Pretty much whatever you want.
Oh, that's dangerous.
Yeah.
That's bad. And side effects include...
Yep, all of that. And so we have concerns about lingering effects of people who might be affected, and maybe possibly something is inside it that maybe isn't actually dangerous. But if it is, what do we do then? So we're just kind of getting all the info right now.
Fair. Have you considered just tossing it into another dimension? It's
Yeah.
not a
Oh,
thing
that
I'm
was-
supposed
that
to...
was-
I'm
yeah,
not
that was
technically
number
supposed to suggest that.
that
Because...
was number one suggestion. Yeah.
yeah. So the
Wasn't
door-
allowed to do it.
The door wardens might not allow me to actually
Yeah.
do that. And depending on how dangerous it is, it could not play well with another dimension.
Yeah. As someone who likes to handle the danger, I guess, I'm not usually one to ship it off somewhere else to make it somebody else's problem. So that's a big part of it, but also we just don't know. We don't know what it's going to do, and we don't know how, it's affecting people we care about. So we want to make sure that that's handled correctly too. So
Could your doors get inside of it to see if there is a person or a thing trapped in there?
A door into it. So it's tough. Potentially, if there is someone who could act as a door, I would need some sort of connection to it. My key can go through like any sort of multiversal door if one exists. So you would have to know from the inside if there was a door, and it's sometimes hard to tell what a door is. In some worlds, the Statue of Liberty is a door. Magically, like to other dimensions.
sure.
A person who uses it a lot, or used it a lot, be a door?
Depending on the connection, yeah, you could probably enter that person's mind or spirit form and unlock that door.
I have a connection to it, a slight one, but
Yeah, we could use
if you want to test
viewer
it,
tracker.
And I can astral project inside it.
Interesting.
And then we check it out to see what it is, and that'll give us a better idea of what to do with it. We have now ways of breaking up its magic into smaller chunks, maybe possibly destroying it, transfer stuff, but we don't
Sounds
really
like you've
know.
been given a lot of options,
Yeah,
which is
so-
tricky.
So we don't really know if
Mhm.
it is just a thing that does magic, or if it is a prison of some sort.
Okay.
So going inside of it, I think, would
Tricky thing
answer a
about
lot of
doors.
things.
Tricky thing about doors in some dimensions, right? So let's say I go through a door that is the Statue of Liberty, for example. Sometimes passing through a door makes the location of that door move to another part of that world. And then you kind of have to go on a hunt and find it if you're mystically attuned enough. Like I'm very good at
You train
finding
me?
doors.
Right, that's what the somebody said. Was it the queen? I don't know. Somebody said something about like tethers. So it's like a rope to help pull you out.
Yeah, that actually, in theory, makes a lot of sense.
Quill looks very proud of herself because she doesn't do magic. She doesn't have magic. She doesn't understand it. So it's like, I said something that made sense.
He's like astute observation.
Yeah, and you're gonna get Raven is definitely responding to that. Like you're getting the smiles and the the kind of like the eye.
He looks for a moment at Revenant and he's like, by the way, absolutely love this whole look. Like it is drama.
thank you.
Incredible.
Wait,
a little over the top right? But like, that's what we are.
Right?
Like, this is garish, and it should be.
Do the spin. Show him the spin.
Okay, I'll do the spin, and then I'll also pull in the shadows where the whispers also come out, so everything darkens around me.
Oh, that is nice. Sorry, just a little tangent. I was just admiring. Nice to meet you, by the way. Sorry.
I'll hand him an autograph.
I forget that you two don't know each other. It's been that's how long it's been.
Don't, but I feel like we would get along.
I do.
Anyway,
Clearly. What do you know about the Cult of Eris? How about that one?
Cult of Eris. Bad bit of business. Wouldn't want to deal with them myself. A lot of random acts of destruction, and yeah, I haven't confirmed if their leader is actually a goddess or not. If she is, she's definitely on the Door Warden's enemy list. She should be behind the door that is the pact. She shouldn't be here. So if you do find her and defeat her, I could help lock her back out of this earth, but she shouldn't be able to be here.
We're afraid that they are looking for the eye to either bring her here, create at least an avatar of her here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Depending on the power of the device, the artifact, it could bypass the proper doors and simply like blow a hole in the pack to let out one person, or let in rather.
Random question. What about getting into Hades' domain? Do you have keys for that as well?
He kind of thinks for a moment, opens his hand, and a little key is floating above it.
Well, that's interesting.
Hades I can do.
And what does that look like?
Getting to Hades?
Getting there, getting back, what do we bring? How long are we there for? Is time wonky?
With this kind of key, well, time can be wonky. With this key, if you've still got it in there, as long as you find a proper door, you can get back. And it would be however long it takes for you to find that door. It's definitely not a place I would stay for long. He has defenses. I'm sure you're aware of Cerberus.
And don't eat the pomegranates.
Don't eat the pomegranates. Good advice. Sometimes they're there, sometimes they're not. Things are weird in that they work as kind of metaphors and legends until they're actually real things.
Yeah.
Why the interest in going to Hades?
It just keeps coming up. And I'm also doing a little bit of research on my dad's disappearance as well. And I'm not sure how all of these things are tying together, but part of the Cult of Eris was seeing visions of my mom and visions of Cerberus. So, I don't know.
Do you know who the Five Fingers are?
Afraid I don't.
We know one.
I would say if the Five Fingers are getting any kind of power, extra power from this Eris figure, that they would be doing so in places of power. I think the faster you deal with the 5, probably the better. She's clearly trying to make a hold on this world. If it is someone who's trying to manifest where they shouldn't be, she will, the fact that like, oh, I have the 5 fingers acting here, the longer they're in this world making the impression on reality that she should be here, it'll be easier for her to be here. Self-fulfilling prophecy kind of thing.
Are you able to sense them trying to create these holes? These centers of chaos?
Yeah, like,
kinda
can
give
you
us
be a
an
warning
idea?
system for us so that we can kind of track them down?
Really, since my expertise is very dimensionally focused, if they were like opening a hole to a realm of chaos, which watch out for that, then I would know immediately.
But by then it's too late.
Yeah.
Would be a
Well,
little
maybe
late there,
not.
but I would show up to help with it. If they burn a hole in reality, I am required by my employers to do something about it.
Well, this is a lot to think about. No, nothing out there has come up in regards to my dad while you've been walking through all these doors.
I'm afraid not.
I appreciate you keeping an eye out.
If you would like, sometime, probably after the eye is no longer there for security reasons, I would like to take a look at where he disappeared from to see if there's any sort of sign that it was one of these keys that got him out of there.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, that'd be great.
From your description, it doesn't sound like it, but ruling something out is
Yeah,
still an answer.
Yeah. Well, and keep this between us because my mom still just won't even entertain the idea that he's out there.
Oh, she's accepted.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if she's accepted, but she's resigned to it, I think.
I see. That is difficult.
Yeah.
Well, you know that I'm around-ish. They keep me moving and in a lot of other dimensions, but if there's anything I can do to help, or if you want to try to get into that orb, I can help you with the key.
Is there a way we
I
can get a hold
appreciate
of you?
So your numbers still work, or does that not happen when you're traveling like that?
Yeah, I was gonna say, when I get back to this dimension, my phone will catch up with all that, but until then, not so much.
And
Okay,
I'll
well-
pull out my phone and hand it to him. I'm like, can I get your number? Just so we can hang out sometime.
Yeah, sure. Hands the phone back to you.
And I'll have everything melt away. And it's like, it was a pleasure meeting you.
You too. I'm gonna stick around to give you all a trip back to Emerald City. So, no disappearing for me. But,
Great.
yeah.
Let me just find out where they're at, and I'll send a text.
Would I be able to make a small personal request?
Yeah, what's up?
So I don't know if you can tell, but brings out her wings again. I am not from this planet. I am from Avis. I don't know if you have been there before. But I have been here for some weeks now and left without telling my family where to find me on purpose. But that also means that I do not have any news from my home planet and do not know how they are doing. You would not need to do anything or speak with anybody. Just sort of pop in and see if anything significant has happened in the last couple weeks and just let me know. No is a good answer. Like if nothing has happened and you're like, then that's great.
Would you want to visit it yourself to see?
Not really.
Understandable. It can be tough going home sometimes.
Yes, I fear they will not let me leave again.
I see. Yeah, I'll try to do what I can. Interestingly, traveling to another planet is like a whole... I'm not saying it's too much trouble to do. I just want to let you know the mechanics of it can be weird. Because, I'll go to another dimension first, because I can't just travel to another planet. So I'll go to another dimension and kind of hop until I get to a door that takes me to this Avis. But I can get there.
Oh.
There were a few doors.
You don't have to. I didn't realize. I thought it would be the same
I can do it.
thing. Okay.
I actually have one too. You haven't met him yet, but we have our friend Mecha Ochre came here from another dimension and has no idea what happened over there, and they have no idea that he's alive. I'd love for you to maybe come by and meet him, and maybe you can help in some way if he wants. I think he does, but if he wants.
And he did come through the park, that same park.
He did.
So you guys might know of, or your people might know of him, because he did punch through from another reality.
That's true.
It seems to be like a parallel-ish universe to this
Yeah,
one.
there's a few of those.
Except I'm evil.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised at the number of evil duplicate worlds. Not many gatekeepers on the other ones. It would be a real problem if one of us was evil.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I know you're super busy and everything, but he just got shot through into a completely different world with nobody he knows, and his entire life is gone. And he's the most upbeat of all of us. Makes us laugh and keeps us going all the time. And I don't know. I'd like to be able to help him if we can.
If it helps at all, there's a comic book series about him.
Yeah, that's right.
Not sure how that would help, but that's interesting.
I don't know how you pinpoint where you're going, so I thought maybe that.
I don't know how I pinpoint how I'm going. It's more of a feeling. They've explained it to me, but I'm famished, so I'm gonna go grab some sandwiches, but then I can send you home.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Try the cucumber. It's good.
He gives you a thumbs up as he floats backwards out of the door, bumping into Reimer as he goes. Well, that seems to be the lot of them. Did you get the answers you were looking for?
This was actually very helpful. I appreciate it. I kind of wanted to give you a hard time, and I just can't.
I'm
'cause
just
it
too
was
damn
good.
charming, aren't I? Just can't do it. You can't give me
Yeah,
a hard
you
time.
kind of. You kind of are. I'll give you
It's
that.
the accent. It's the accent that gets me.
Yeah.
Quill looks at the two of you like, what? are you talking about?
Why are you just lying to this man?
Except it does remind me of the monastery I was in, so also a little.
I'm not so welcome at any of those these days.
Me neither.
Can I do a little insight check on him too to see like if anything has changed between when he started this with us and now? Like can I pick up on anything?
Yeah, roll me an insight check.
Alrighty, I'm getting a
Since
totally
I have
different
not
dice.
allowed many of you to roll things today.
I don't
It's
want
been an
that
odd
dice.
one.
Oh, that's a terrible roll. 19.
19. He is very deceptive too, so we'll see. You can't quite tell if anything's
Wait!
different about him.
Wait! I have a hero point.
You have
I'm
a
gonna
hero
re-roll.
point. I was about to say, yeah, with your bonus, you definitely rolled less than a 10 the first time. So
I did. Oh yeah. 20. No, 30. Sorry, I can't math.
math is tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's. It feels like when someone's like about to tee you up for a favor of their own.
Hmm.
I'm gonna kind of look at him and kind of get close and go, now what do you get out of this? Your types don't ever do anything just for the hell of it.
Well, I get the satisfaction of helping a fellow magic user.
That's great.
No.
Then you'll be on your way out then. And I'll kind of start pushing him towards the door.
Certainly. I do have a question though.
And here it comes.
The string.
Now, did any of the people you talked to suggest perhaps to speak to an associate of this heiress goddess? Perhaps an immortal sorceress that is still on this earth to this day, who's had dealings with the Greek gods.
Is this Cersei? Do we get to talk to Cersei?
Close, but not quite.
Oh.
Out
She
with
sounds
it.
cool.
So unfortunately, this person is not quite on the side of the angels most of the time. And so she's a little harder to get any favors out of. But I can get you an audience with her and almost, well, honestly, probably guarantee that she'll give you some guidance on this. Only problem is, I would need you
I'm
to
now
take
floating.
take
this front
care of
episode.
something for me. I
You
made
couldn't
sort
get
of
through. You couldn't get through one adventure without looking for something more.
so I made sort of a bad deal recently. And if you were to help me get a little wiggle room to get out of said deal, then I'll get you in touch with Medea herself.
Ooh.
We'll consider it. What's the bad deal?
Well, are you familiar with the devil?
Man,
I mean,
hate it
there's
when
a
I'm
few
always
of them.
right.
There's a few of them, right?
Yeah, is there a particular one?
His name's pretty unpronounceable, and to be fair, I'm not actually allowed to say it as part of the deal.
So you sold your soul, and you would like for us to go collect
Just
it for
a
you?
portion of it. It's not that big a deal,
Hmm.
but it is a problem.
Tell us more about this person, that Medea.
Medea has been around since the time that the gods were walking the earth. Former foe of Daedalus. very, very knowledgeable, perhaps the oldest living sorcerer. Many a time fought the Freedom League, hasn't been brought in. Capable of summoning demons. Unfortunately, not the one that would help me out, but she owes me a favor. And when she owes a favor, it's rather binding. So I can get her to help you. But, not out of the goodness of me heart.
So just out of curiosity, if she owes you a favor, why didn't you ask her to go get your piece of soul back?
Doesn't work that way. You know, all these otherworldly figures have their own pacts and their own sort of alliances. Can't turn one against the other without causing a whole big thing. Well, sometimes you can, and usually I can play it just right to not have to deal with the consequences of my actions, but this time, just in a little bit of trouble.
You were too clever for your own good.
Just by a short measure, yes.
So, you just need us to go and take care of this devil? Would killing him free you?
Yeah, that'd do it. Or retrieving the soul. He's bound to have kept it somewhere.
Whatever's easier, I suppose.
That's if you're looking for this solution. Again, you've been given a lot of options today, but I think asking an expert's not a bad way to go.
Send the details to Gloria and we'll think about it, and I'll let you know.
Very well.
What do you have to help if we do this?
I can point you in the right direction for who to go punch.
Oh, and Princess, just to let you know, they're very strong beings.
I sure hope so.
Well, I'll be seeing you around then, Raven.
Always a pleasure.
He had already been, he's smoking. He breathes out a huge puff of smoke, and more comes out than probably should as it wraps him up and he disappears. Gatekeeper
That thing smells weird.
Indeed.
Gatekeeper stands outside the door. Well, guess Reimer's out of the picture.
For the moment, unfortunately.
Holds up a key. Back to Emerald then.
I'm gonna look at my phone to see if I got a text in from Tally.
What you get is a shared Instagram post that Slipstream had posted of Mecha Ochre and Slipstream grabbing ice cream after the fight.
Heck yeah.
With the location
How about
tagged
here?
to the ice cream store.
There's a click as he turns the key. You see like a glimmer of light, and then you are basically at the back of the ice cream store.
And on the way, right before we blink out, I just yell back, "Thanks, Sala!"
We'll come back.
Nice
Take care.
dessert.
And that is where we will end this episode.
I'm getting
A
my
little side
ice
journey
cream.
of Tally and Gabe. It's fun.
Amazing. I am here for it. That was fun. Like this. Good job, guys. I'm back. All right, if you are watching in our Twitch live and you have not already, go ahead and hit !enter to enter our giveaway from Green Ronin Publishing. Thank you so much to Green Ronin for sponsoring all of our awesome shows with those games. Speaking of awesome shows with Green Ronin games, we will be back with Superhero Shenanigans issue 18 on August 13th and issue 19, that's how numbers work, on August 27th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 4 p.m. Pacific. And you can also find more Don't Kill My Character content on the channel this Thursday, tomorrow, July 24th. We return with Vampire the Masquerade, Sanguine Scourge, I can use words, with our Camarilla coterie. And then next Friday, we return with our Anarchs. Every other Thursday is Camarilla, every other Friday is Anarchs. Shout out to Natasha for running our Camarilla and being our storyteller for that. All right. Well, I give you guys some time to enter our giveaway if you haven't already, and also give another shout out to Songcraft, our other sponsor, giving us cool music for this show. I'm going to pass it around to my cast. Cast, please shout out where we can find you, any other projects, channels, activities that you want people to find you on, anything else you want to shout out about this channel. And then I will remember to pull our giveaway winner tonight because I forgot to do it on stream for the last Book of the Eclipse episode. I pulled it later. Congrats, Pellegrina, for winning that one. And then we'll raid out and say goodbye. All right. Shannon, do you want to go first for shouting out where to find you?
Absolutely. I actually remembered to get my notes out so I could say where I am. So I am Shannon. Notes. I've been playing. Yeah. Kate takes the best notes. I'm Shannon. I've been playing Raven tonight, and you can also find me over on the Anarch Sanguine Scourge streams as well, although I will not be there for the next one because I will be at Gen Con. So if you are going to also be at Gen Con, you can come see me. I'm going to be in an actual play, State of Hell versus Death. And it's a Dungeons & Dragons actual play by Classic Sam GM, the New York GM. And then also on the Saturday, the best strategies to grow your stream talk show. That is Saturday at 12, also with Classic Sam, New York GM. Love Sam. And you can find me everywhere, pretty much with Imagine If. You can also find me in Imagine If Media on Twitch and YouTube. If you go to Itch, you can find Imagine If Media there, and you can see all sorts of adventures, including a Mutants and Masterminds adventure that the wonderful Grant and I wrote together. And so you can check us out and support and follow and do all the things, and we appreciate you. And I will fling it on over.
Jump in one thing.
I'm going to give it back to Kate because it's her channel.
You mentioned Gen Con. Yeah, if you're going to be at Gen Con, also check out Green Ronin stuff at Gen Con. They're going to have a booth there. They're going to have panels and games talking about, as Claude talked about, the brand new Mutants and Masterminds 4th edition. So stop by. Say that Don't Kill My Character sent you to their booth. Go jump into those games. There's a lot of awesome people within this community who are running it, and you can meet that community and hang out with them in the Atomic Think Tank. All of those links are in the Twitch live chat or the video description. And now I will let you pass it on to someone else, Shannon.
I will throw it over to Yuri.
Hello once again, everyone. My name was Yuri. That is Y-U-R-I, pronouns she, they. Y'all can go ahead and find me at Yuri and the Beast absolutely everywhere on the interwebs. I'm gonna be pretty busy these next 2 weeks. Tomorrow, you can find me over at Starcrawl RPG as Sean from Help Action Needed GMs our last installment of our 3-part series, Our Place at the End of the World, using the Life is Strange 2 Moons Rising RPG, as we are a group of just normal people navigating the end of the world. It is very sad. People have already cried. So if you're into that, this last episode is going to be even sadder. And now on Friday, Saturday, and on Sunday, I will will be over at San Diego Comic-Con, GMing some Dungeons and Dragons in Spanish and in English over with the West Coast Adventurers Guild, as we also will be celebrating sort of the preview of the new Legends of Greyhawk, which will be replacing the Adventurers League. There is a whole bunch of stuff going on, a couple of epic games, and it's going to be a whole lot of fun. So definitely go check that out. The epic game is free. It is also not at the con. It is in the Marriott across the way. So if you don't have an SDCC ticket, you can still attend the epic game and go ahead and check that out. Then on Monday, you'll find me over guesting on Forging Fates, the sober D&D campaign by New Age Geeks. On Tuesday, actually, we are taking a break from Happy Jack's RPG's Road to Nowhere Electric State RPG because of the cons going on, so I will not be there on Tuesday. Wednesday, I fly to Indy, and I will also be over at Gen Con. I will be GMing at Gen Con as well on Thursday and Friday. 10 hours worth of games for me as I GM Safe Mode Disabled, a game system based on like isekai animes, more of a JTTRPG, which was made by a member of our community, Boss Jellybean, and is going up on Kickstarter as well. I will also be GMing for Monty Cook Games, Stealing Stories from the Devils and Devil Dandy Dogs on both days. On Saturday, thankfully, have that to myself. But then on Sunday, I will be participating at Con of the Dead, a live game by Critbard, another member of our community. Then I will be over at Roll D5 as soon as we come back from Gen Con for an Alice is Missing game as well. And then I'm gonna be back here. So that's me for the next 2 weeks or so.
Amazing. Let's pass it to Jackie.
You're muted. Check.
Jackie, you're still muted. Pass it to Grant while Jackie figures that out.
Oh, he figured it out.
Yeah.
Oh,
Did
maybe
he?
not.
I can't hear him. No, pass it to Grant.
No. Okay. You figured that out, Jackie.
Yeah.
I'll go. Hey, everybody, I'm Grant at Nerdith on most socials. I'm a huge nerd and geek, so feel free to chat me up anywhere. And you'll primarily find me here. I don't have any other dates on anywhere else, so this is my home. I do tech here sometimes and the character art. So, yeah. It was great to have all you guys here, too. It was a lot of fun.
Thank you. Pass it to Natasha.
Hello. My name's Natasha. I've been playing Tally, aka Slipstream. You can find me everywhere on the internet at Natasha B Cosplays. And I am marginally less busy compared to this last month, as well as Beauty. As I will be enjoying a bit of a break for myself. But tomorrow I will be back right here to DM, do a little bit of storytelling for some creepy, icky vampire fun. But otherwise, I will be around, but I will be still on the internet, on posting on TikTok and on Instagram. I have found out there are a lot of Elder Scrolls things I could be doing, and I will be doing those things. I'll explain later. But that is me.
Let's throw it over to Claude.
Oh, hi there. I was muted as well. I have been Claude, your GM. I will continue to be here GMing future sessions of this, but next Wednesday I will actually be on a different channel. I'll be over on Help Action Needed, running another Mutants and Masterminds game. A cheeky little one-shot. I think it'll be worth checking out. It's a very dire scenario if you want to see some real into-the-world type stakes. This is the one to tune into. Other than that, you can find me over on Threads talking about comics, or here on Twitch when I am able to solo stream. It has been a little while since I've been able to do so, but hoping to launch back into that in August or in September if I have to wait all the way until the school year. So we'll see. But I will be posting on socials if I do that, so the best way to find out is to check there. Also, if you're in the Don't Kill My Character Discord, I usually post whenever I go live in the self-promo channel, so another place to hang out and look for me. And I will send it over to a hopefully audible Jackie?
No, we do not have Jackie's audio. All right. I will.
I'm Jackie, and I'm the best. That's all you really need to know. Best guy.
You can find Jackie on Instagram, Threads, and Blue Sky under Tiny Brick Blaze, where he posts really cute little Lego things. And you can also find the music of his band, the 629s, wherever you stream your music. I have found it very easily on YouTube and Spotify. And also, we are playing more of the custom music that he has made for the channel right here, right now. And if you want to see more of Jackie's wonderful face in person streaming, you keep coming back here because we got Jackie. And I got you. I am Kate, aka Kate the Great Cosplays. Not much to mention for me right now, but I will talk more about the channel. So wherever you are watching, please like and subscribe and follow. Please check out our social medias and our Discord. It is a super easy way to support us. You can also support us by picking up your own Green Ronin publishing stuff. Use our code Superhero Shenanigans in their online store to get really cool stuff from them. Also support Green Ronin. This is a huge major time to do that, and it's been absolutely incredible to see the community come out for that. And you get cool stuff and support our channel as well. All good, amazing things. With that, I am going to pull our giveaway winners. Here we go. And winning our giveaways, we have Forever TM Justin. Congratulations, Justin.
Nice.
I will get those wins to you. And you know, it's been a while since we've done this whole giveaway thing live on stream because I forgot to do it in the last episode and did it after we left live. So I'm going to pull another one because I can, because I'm the producer and I have producer privilege. So here we go again. Classic Sam New York TM. Congratulations.
Oh, awesome. Very cool.
Congrats to both of you. I will get your Green Ronin stuff sent your way. And that's it for me for now. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for dealing with our little hiccup at the end of stream. We hope you will keep coming back here for more stories because there are always more stories to tell. Goodbye, my friends. Stick around for the
Bye.
Raid Twitch Live.